within my soul. I couldn't care what power it brings. When I see red, there's no such thing as a living. I won't break to crush your skull at my feet. And you didn't think I was able to see the stone held in your hand. Your brother's blood cries from the sand. And you didn't think your cane would be broken upside your head. Now they are cores, just broken glass. Though it remained unscribed before. If there was so much counting on, the blind fool won't be hard to kill at all. I promise you we shall undo the damage he has done. Undo the damage he has done. So says usurper. I will show you just how far I'll go to undo the damage he has done. Undo the damage he has done. So said Nacho's voice. Hey. I like the odds, don't miss the thrill, but you can count on it like it was written in braille. No ceremony, but a new king is hailed, and you can kiss the ring before we dive into hell. I ain't bugging, no I ain't running, though there's a chance the motherfucker just might see us coming. Secret in the spires, truth coming out. He'll get to stepping when he realizes he can't run his mouth. Promise you we shall undo the damage he has done. Undo the damage he has done. So says usurper. I don't think you realize how far I will go to undo the damage he has done. Undo the damage he has done. So says, promise you we shall undo the damage.
Chat, I am not late and gay. Shut up.
What?
I'm pulling up everything so that I don't scam people out of their notifications. Chat, thank you. There it goes. Oh, fuck, I need to... There's always some scuff that goes on. Let me do this. There we go. Now you both show up. Hello, chat.
Hi, chat.
We're still waiting on Attari. We'll see if he shows up.
My boyfriend's kind of a problem, chat.
And Botrix is not working right now.
Well, Botrix never wants to work.
Beat Botrix. I don't know what that is. I'm just assuming we hit it.
Is there any way to refresh Botrix?
Oh, as a fun joke, Akko, would you like to show your chat the tweet of what I got when I was on my break?
I can. Can you directly send it to me?
Yeah, I can send it to you.
Thank you.
Because I think chat knows that this happens, but it's kind of wild, like how with such regularity it happens and to the amount.
I'm just surprised that many got thrown away like that. It is insane.
Oh,
all right,
that's a big
chat. Thank you for the tell.
That's a big dude.
Late and definitely not hetero.
Well, the King of Dal'yths, I disagree with you, but thank you. I appreciate it. All right, let me pull up this here. Also, let me change the music real quick, chat. Sorry, chat, I'm all out of whack because before this, Mizu and me were talking over the phone about the card separation stuff. We did some of the cards that we already looked over. So we were doing that, and I totally lost track of time. So that's a me thing.
Me and Akko just kind of chose the cards we liked. Because surprisingly, we don't have that much overlap in the kind of things we enjoy. Like when it comes to aesthetics.
No, I'm just worried about completing the decks right now. I'll find a favorite like set of Pokemon afterwards. All right, your tweet is on the screen if you want to tell people kind of what happened today.
Yeah, so chat, I've mentioned it before, but I get my Pokemon cards from the local grocery store because I go there on my lunch. And it's just, you know, I'm there. When I get there, I'll tap the machine, see if there's anything in it. When I leave, I'll tap the machine, see if there's anything in it. And that's pretty much it. The thing is, I'm pretty sure everyone knows by now, but scalpers are everywhere.
Yes.
They are hounding these machines constantly. But the thing is, they're only looking for specific cards because selling the basic cards takes so much effort and nobody's buying them. So they just kind of ditch them. Well, today I go to take my lunch, I get my food, and I go to sit down, and there's just fucking cards everywhere. Like, all over the place.
I'm betting by this point, the people in the little shop that you go to are like, oh, hey, Mizu, we saved these for you. Do you wanna hold on to them?
Well, ask the Starbucks girl. I was like, is he coming back? And she's like, I'm pretty sure he's not. If you want him, you can have him.
That's
so
amazing.
I just picked them up and they're mine now.
That is absolutely amazing. Okay, you know, I'm gonna put those in the thing. But yeah, so I've been slowly separating chat, and like I said, I just like showed Mizu cards and was like, what do you want? This is what I prefer, and he told me he preferred this. He chose all the very big furry options.
No comment for what Mizu picked.
And like I said, I'm mostly just trying to complete my decks, and then I'm gonna figure out, like, I think what I'm gonna do is I've already chosen a Pokemon that I want to complete. It's Clodsire, and Clodsire only has 7 cards right now in the Pokemon, like in terms of all Pokemon cards, Clodsire only has 7 of them. So I bought them all off of TCG Player for like $15. Unironically, that cheap to get them all. And now I am just like, I'm just gonna like choose something. Like I'm gonna choose like the next artist. I'm like gonna choose a cool artist and go from there basically. I'm gonna try and choose an artist that isn't like, doesn't have like a shit ton of expensive cards.
Yeah.
but I'm just gonna go for an art. I'm not gonna go for the original artist. That would be crazy. Scalpers are the worst. I agree. Although, and
They're pretty fake and gay, all things considered.
I did posit this idea to Mizu that there is some videos out there of scalpers committing crimes, and when I get my Wednesdays back, which should be in a week or two, chat, we are going to have to do a Lawtism where we look at specifically scalpers that commit crimes. Because they exist, and it sounds amazing.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Let's see. Where's the Cosmog? That's 789. Yep. Anyway.
Oh, are you putting them all in order?
I am.
Sounds like a very Akko thing to do.
It is. But anyway, so today I was told that the race we're looking at is the last race in 40k, like the last major race, because obviously there's probably some sub races.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there's a couple mini like Xenos that basically have no real lore but are still kind of cool.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. And we're gonna go over those ones. I'm assuming just slowly and surely, you know.
The mini ones, I mean, they don't really need big streams for them, to be completely honest.
Right.
Because there's only a couple I can even think of, but
we can probably like pair them in like streams together, basically.
Yeah. Most of them are in like one-off books. Like there's one I know of that I've only ever really heard mentioned in the Sabbat Worlds Crusade series, and they're like weird lizard people that worship chaos that have big shotguns and are like las gun proof and shit, and
So-
that's like all I've ever heard them mentioned in.
What you're saying is they are lizards. Lizards.
All right, I'm gonna go take a nap right now.
Oh no.
No, I'm kidding. No, there's them. There's the weird bug people that live like right next to Terra, galactic wise and shit.
Okay.
That are not the Tyranids. Yeah.
But they're not like that important or whatever.
Not really. No, they're just kind of hanging out.
I see.
They look way cooler than Tyranids in my opinion, but yeah.
I think we can like do a stream one day where all we do is go through some of the lesser aliens of the series. But
Yeah.
that will be reserved, I feel like, for another day. For now, we're talking about the T'au. Now, you did give me
Yeah.
some images that I can just bring up of the T'au
These
here.
are also like thumbnail possibilities too, but yeah, it's like
I'm gonna pull up the
art I found
one.
that's pretty good.
I'm gonna pull up the one I didn't use for the thumbnail, the one that has all the red hair, because that one actually looks kind of like a badass, unlike the other one that looks like a beta male. I'm gonna be honest with you,
Yeah.
a beta T'au. They're just
So
chilling
that's a
there.
zoom in on a bigger photo. The guy who's next to him is like eating like some sort of ration, and he also looks like he wants to kill himself.
Oh really? Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? Here, I'll bring that up then too. All right,
I'll try and find that one. But it's like, yeah,
Perfect.
he's just,
here. Let me share screen for you guys. There we go. Yeah, this man just looks like he's ready to end it all. He's in the middle of war, and he's like, "What the fuck am I doing out here?" Excuse me. Big evil lizards with shotguns sound like discount Trandoshans. I have no idea what that is.
Trandoshans. It's a Star Wars thing.
Oh, okay. Well, chat.
The lizard, the lizard dude in episode 5. It's those guys.
Oh, yeah. I'm familiar. I am not as much of a Star Wars geek as my dad is.
If you get me started, this will be a 5-hour stream, so I'm not even gonna say anything.
All right, we're not going to start then. All I'm going to say is I am not the Star Wars geek. And in fact, I was way more turned off to Star Wars after what they did in the recent stuff. So I don't want to get started on it, honestly.
Yeah, I just posted the bigger one.
Okay.
Yeah, he's eating like a ration. And he's got like a soda bottle or some shit. It's like a water bottle, and
And I like.
he apparently was just shot too, because there's a glowing spot on his armor.
Yeah, they both look like they want to end it all. Are those masks?
No, that's their face.
Okay. Yeah, they both look like they want to
wear
end it all.
They wear the helmets when they're so those are just fire warriors. So
Uh-huh.
they're just like generic dudes with armor. They don't
That's
have the big mech
interesting.
suits.
That's really interesting. All right.
Yeah. The red-haired one you're talking about is, I'm 99% sure, is Shadow Sun, who's like one of the big like characters of their empire, one of the big commanders.
Mm-hmm. Eclipse is offering to be a fill-in until Attari shows up.
That's fine. I don't care. Eclipse
Okay.
knows things.
Okay. Is he in here? I'm getting to the point where I kind of need to make a server.
He's not in their group chat, no.
All right, give me one moment. I need to make a server eventually just for this kind of thing. Okay, hold on. Where's the button to invite people? I don't do group chats very often, so give me one moment. Thank you for the 5, Internet Zen.
Only playable race left is the Votan squats. Baseball sucks. Let's mock the fish commies. And no, the lizard Xenos are not Temu Trandoshans.
Yeah, he's talking about they're like space dwarves, but they're technically part of the Imperium, so.
Why? Oh, I need Eclipse to be my friend before I can add him.
I can try and do it.
Sorry, chat, we'll get there. Also, Internet Zen, I thought you said that you were going to be busy tonight. I'm happy to see you here, but I don't want you to take time off of your family to be with me. Alright, is Eclipse my friend now? He is my friend now.
It's official now.
Add friends. Add. T'au over Chaos. Fair. Oh, there he is.
Are the Votan in a playable spot? I mean, technically tape, but they're not great. They're not really going to get anything in the future, I think.
There we
I
go.
don't know why you want to play inferior squats.
You know, I think if I have to have you on stream in the future, I need to get you a Yippee with the black holes as eyes.
That would be very funny. Tape, get working in Photoshop.
Oh no, you're giving him ideas, you fool.
Yes.
Not an Akko Yippee, just a Yippee with black holes as an eye.
Or
as
like
eyes.
I don't care.
Yeah, something like that. I've already got my Yippee artist working on other people right now, but I think eventually. I think I'll do that eventually. Anyway, so we're talking about the T'au tonight. Can you give me like a basic introduction of who they are and why we care about them? Because I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have learned a lot about Warhammer, but the race that I feel like I know nothing about are these guys. So why?
And that's not unreasonable to think about, but we'll talk about it later. Why you probably haven't heard shit.
Okay.
They are more or less I know people piss on the Eldar a lot, but the T'au are literally the faction you point at and laugh at and say you're gay.
Really?
Yeah. They have so little lore, and they're essentially protected by space plot armor, like not literally, but like in a narrative sense. They only exist because of plot armor, really.
Granted, their survivability does make sense in a way.
Okay.
It does, but it doesn't. And like they're like as I posted with the video, we can watch in a minute. The first major encounter with the Imperium, we were on the verge of kind of folding them, but then the Tyrannid showed up, so we had to get busy with that instead.
And to keep in mind that the military expedition to fight the T'au from the first ever battle was, in fact, a small crusading force.
It was a very small, relatively speaking, it was a pretty
This
small
shit
force.
was baby shit for the Imperium to do. Like, yeah, we can just, okay, fine.
Okay.
It was organized in the galactic space of an afternoon, kind
But
of.
we'll get to that in a moment. But
Oh yeah. Essentially, their thing is that they're a sort of Federation analog from Star Trek, but infinitely more like deceptive. Their main race, the T'au, is the blue people, and they exist by like absorbing other races into their empire for the serving of the quote unquote greater good. And it's almost always with a catch, and they're very like deceptive.
Why do I feel like you're going to start talking about communism here in a moment?
okay,
Because it's
funny
pretty
enough,
close.
we do call them space communists.
Okay.
It's pretty close.
Also, for another analogy, just think of, I don't know, they're loosely, but Halo, just think of the Covenant. It's like
Actually, yeah, the Covenant is a pretty good analog.
Okay.
Except cringer in every single way.
Okay.
It's a shame because I don't hate the T'au, but they are the ones that are funny the fun is to just point at and mock.
I want to like them, but there's like three main reasons I have as to why I think they're always going to be kind of the outliers. But yeah, they're also closer to like a sort of caste system than like anything else.
It's literally just a caste system because of how their society works.
The space communism is the fun joke, but if you wanted to actually like attribute something to them, they are a caste system, like hard.
Literally, just
They make India look liberal.
really.
Oh, I'm guessing because think
yeah.
of it this way: because Tau divided into technically 4 castes. It's the earth, air, water, and the fire. The fire are all warriors. The
Okay.
water are all the water are diplomats. These are people you send to try and make friends with people. The earth are builders, and the air are all like airborne.
Yeah,
If you
they're like
if
the
you ever,
explorers.
and I mean ever, step out of your doesn't because you're supposed to be what you're born as.
I have
Fight,
to
you're
ask,
born a fighter, you fight.
do they have an avatar that keeps them all keeps
the
them all together?
ethereals.
The ethereals.
The fifth cast.
Literally everyone obeys the ethereals. They don't have the skills of the others, but everyone somehow always obeys them without question.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the reason we'll rewind the clock a little bit. About 5,000 years ago, an Imperial expeditionary force in this area was like scanning planets looking for shit, and they found the T'au's homeworld, and they were a bunch of like cave
Still
people
really
basically. And they were divided up into the fire, like these tribes based around these
And they were all
elemental
killing each other.
concepts.
Okay.
And they were gonna bomb the planet, but they were like, this is a lot of effort, and they're just like Stone Age barbarians. There's not a lot of shit on this planet.
So they left them alone.
Let's just leave.
Oh, that's
like,
funny.
it's not worth. And then a warp storm cut this area off for about 5,000 years.
Okay.
Ironically, 4,000, 5,000 years. And in that time, they have unified their planet, developed
Space
technologically to a more advanced level than the Imperium, and
Okay.
are now have their own mini empire of like 30, 20, 30 planets.
That's funny. So they're like China.
Like it's no,
Yeah.
except the fact that their advances are legitimate. Like it's absurd how quickly they advance technology
it's-
within those
it's-
thousands of years.
Yeah, within
It
about
shouldn't make
5,000.
I think people are still
It's-
going to
it's
call
not-
them China. I'm going to be honest with you.
It's not particularly well. In all of the
Okay,
video
so
games,
keep-
guess
this is
what? In all the
MommaOcco's
video
testimony.
games, they're
And the
given
only
like
thing I know
Japanese
is
accents.
she just gave me
Uh-huh.
$20.
Yes.
I'm
That's
not
so
even
funny
kidding.
because for all the mocking of the Tau, they're ridiculously busted within video games. Like Battlefleet Gothic, they're stupidly broken.
Uh
Yeah,
huh.
Eclipse. Let me play Tau next time you want to play Dawn of War
Shut the fuck
remastered.
up.
I'm building a
That's-
Tau list for 40k. Don't worry. I'm going
I
monster
hate
mod.
you.
Fuck you.
Oh great! I can't wait to just get like Railgun turn 1. Right?
Okay. I have to read this because one,
Yeah,
it's
go ahead.
$20, and two, I feel like it's pertinent. Internet Zen for 20 says, "Don't worry, the game is going awful. I'm just coping right now by mocking the T'au. Also, the T'au are basically space cows. Artists depict them as well endowed, especially the water caste. Also, Anva is space Stalin." Okay. I have to know, is there like
So-
art of female T'au that are like
Oh,
gigantic?
there's much art.
Oh, there
In
is.
canon, they're not, but the fan art gives them very big boba.
Okay.
The fan art is heretical. and I like
Okay.
it.
Can
Yes.
I have an
the
example
reason
of
they're
this? I won't share it
I
on
can-
stream, but
Well, I mean, Shadow Sun is a fair one, but I can find one that's more.
I can
lewd,
find
guess.
some. Here. Hold on. Yeah, I know specific artists too. Fuck it. I know.
I got
Yeah,
you,
there we
Akko. Okay. I've just asked for. See, this is the dangerous thing to do on the internet: is ask somebody to send you pretty pictures.
Here. You definitely can't show this on stream, I don't think. But yeah, there's a lot like that.
She's not showing any private bits.
Oh, Temp immediately with some
No,
shit.
Tamp
of
had
course.
it. Of course you did. Figures.
Temp's on it already.
I could post one too.
See, temp that I can't show.
I know that artist.
There's this one.
They're also called space cows because they have hooves, and
Yes.
they chew cud. They chew like cows do.
Are they like? Oh fuck! What are they called? Adrani. Excuse me.
Is that the fucking
It's the race of like people with like they're like half demon looking
the Warha-
things.
The I don't, what series is this from? I recognize this
I
word.
don't know.
The Dronel from fucking Warcraft?
I think so. They have like long tails. They're either blue or red or.
No, those people are cool.
They're
Okay.
actually cool.
The drawn out. Yeah, they're the blue light people from fucking Warhammer.
Yeah,
They're,
I've seen way too much art of them with
yes.
specific body parts.
Yeah, me too. Don't worry.
Yeah. And to go back onto the point of the caste system, like, to show you how strict their caste system is, like, in a book, there is one segment in a book where a water...
Tim, why are you doing this?
Because they like to make you feel things.
Oh, it doesn't work on me.
Are you sure?
That's right, because he's
I will
gay.
not succumb to Xeno scum.
Oh,
Sure.
well, that works
You're
too.
dating a dark elf.
You're literally dating a dark elf. You'll succumb to Xenos.
I'm purifying his bloodline.
Oh my.
I don't think that's how that works. You're both men, but okay.
Well, that's how it works. You purify his bloodline by keep...
No, you see, Dylan, they'll go to the local homunculus. Like, can you do something for us, like, real quick? Like, no.
Oh my goodness.
Mizu unironically trying to do the boy preggers meme.
Question
I didn't
is,
say that. I just said I was purifying his bloodline.
well, the question is which one would get preggers?
Atari.
Attari.
You know
because
what?
Mizu
Fair.
is the top, and Atari is the bottom.
Fair.
Despite what a certain bill will say, Atari is a bottom.
And Atari isn't here to defend himself, so we can say whatever we want.
That's true. This is what happens when you fall asleep for too long.
Fair. Anyway, okay, so we've established that these are basically space cows, or at least the women are the space cows.
Yeah, and they are actually, like, they do unironically have hooves and shit.
Yes.
I'm assuming it's their feet, not their hands, because I don't see any hooves right now on their hands.
They have hoof feet, and they, like, chew like cows and shit.
Also, then, of course, we have to cover the meme of the tower garbage in melee.
Because they are.
Okay.
Because they are. Despite the fact that it's a warrior caste, like a legitimate race, like such of them.
They're physically
like,
weak
raised to be-
is the main thing.
So they have to
Yeah,
use guns, basically.
Yes.
Their guns are pretty solid. But
Their guns
again,
are amazing.
if you even slightly breathe on, I'll pull up the classic,
So
T'au melee meme.
they're like stormtroopers, but only with melee, is what I'm hearing.
Well, stormtroopers aren't inaccurate. You're succumbing to meme lore.
Yeah.
Oh,
get
really?
into more.
So
Oh,
actually, the complete lore is that stormtroopers are typically highly trained. However, they have visors
That's
like
not
inside
it
the
either.
helmets.
It's not
That-
it either.
No,
They literally
this is
s-
true. This
no.
is actual confirmed lore. On
Yeah,
some
I know what they I know what they
we're talking
have.
about, but guess what? We don't acknowledge this.
Oh, it's not even canon or uncanon. I know exactly what Mizu's talking. Yeah, they have stuff in their they have heads-up displays in their visors for more accurate and everything. You know why they didn't kill anybody on the Death Star? They were told not to. We saw that in the movie. They were allowed to escape. This
No, that's
happened
true.
in the movie.
But
And, yeah.
the proper lore, because they start missing shit constantly afterwards, is that the visors are busted
They're not.
because the Empire is kind of cheaping out on their equipment, which actually is true to life.
Mizu, I have the source books from the 90s next to me. This is just not true.
Do not question.
I can
Look,
start quoting
We can
chapter
talk
and
about
verse.
source books from the 90s. The problem is every book is written by a different author and everybody came up with their own lore.
Except for they
Mizu,
didn't.
I think you're buying into the Disney slop.
You're buying into Disney cope.
I'm not
This is
buying
not
into
a-
Disney slop. This is George
this-
Lucas
This is
slop.
George Lucas.
This is
No,
the proper
This is not
slop
George
that
Lucas
George
slop.
Lucas, heaven on high, decreed for us.
Disney Mizu, this is just untrue.
George
but it's
Lucas just isn't canon anymore?
I mean, I remember
George
when
Lucas
Leia got
doesn't
shot. I remember when Leia got shot pretty cleanly in the 6th episode. And I remember when they were killing everybody else pretty well on all the other episodes, and
Oh my goodness.
how they narrowly escaped the five, and they barely got away with their lives, and they lost that fight. But okay,
This has turned into an argument chat about
Into a Star Wars
about the
spurt.
lore in Star Wars.
they have heads-up displays that link with their guns, so they shoot better. They sniped out the tracks on a sand crawler with fucking sidearms.
Give me a moment, chat. My music for Carl Casey is being weird.
Dylan got so fed up with Sid got so fed up with the goddamn no, I'm tired of this shit about stormtroopers sucking at aiming.
I hate it. It's because people treat it like it's real, and it's not. They're literally like from the Imperial Army. Is you only get picked if you're a stormtrooper because you're the best of the best.
See, I thought that in episode, was it 8 or 9, we found out that all the stormtroopers were women. Black women, excuse me.
What?
Oh, maybe.
What?
Phasma was a black
Octo-
woman?
No.
Okay, no, Phasma was a fucking Brienne from goddamn Game of Thrones.
Brienne, she was the lady who's Brienne of Tarth.
Yeah.
I just assumed that's what Akko was talking about, was Phasma.
I think
She's
Akko
a
is
black
just
woman? I
making
thought she
things
just
up.
died.
I think
It's
Akko is just making
No
things
one
up.
remembers
That's
Phasma
okay.
anyway.
Okay, so Gabby
No,
has
people
sent
like
me
Phasma.
a picture of
I don't know
Undine.
why.
This is just Undine from Undertale, all right?
Undyne.
Undine.
Undyne.
I've heard it both ways.
Yeah,
Um,
that-
No, it's
That was
Undyne because her name is Undyne the Undying.
I know.
Yeah.
I've just heard it both ways.
Yeah.
The right
And
way
that's-
and then yours.
Said that Shadow Sun, right? My lord.
That's Shadow Sun. Yes.
Figure, okay.
So are you saying that Undyne is a copy of a T'au?
Spooky
I mean-
Pookie in chat is also wrong, but I'm gonna stop with the Star Wars tism.
He does kind of look a bit like a Tau now that I think about it.
Yeah.
I can't say like it's specifically designed off that though, because he probably was just thinking about fish.
Yeah, that's what I would probably say. Is it fish people? You know.
Ugh. Anyways, I need to take a breath.
You need to breathe.
I have like what's it? I have the encyclopedia within arm's reach.
So how do you feel about the Phantom Menace?
It's not that bad. It's actually a very good movie, and people are just retarded.
I agree.
Okay, you know what? You've redeemed yourself. We're good.
The prequels are infinitely better than anyone thinks they are, and that's because everyone, oh my god, Anakin's dialogue is so cringy.
everyone
Yeah,
focused
because
on
he's a
Anakin's
slave
dialogue.
child from a fucking eunuch like monk colony who's never touched a woman in his life. Of course he doesn't know how to fucking flirt, you idiots. Oh my
I
god,
love
yes,
the
he's
prequels.
cringy. Of course he's a cringe idiot who doesn't know how to flirt with women.
Yeah. Not to mention that it gave us like the best actor of like Obi-Wan ever. Like Jesus.
Yes.
Also,
You know.
pod racing is good.
I
Yes.
agree.
Cool.
Especially the specific pod racing game,
I will.
the one that everyone likes.
George Lucas made a bunch of good scenes for the fucking episode 2 that were cut, and there's a specific deleted scene chunk where Padme's family meets Anakin, and they tease her because they can obviously tell she also has feelings for her, and like that's what the movie was missing, was this sort of back and forth from Padme's perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like her sister and like mother are actively being like, so when are you two gonna get together? And
Yeah.
she's like, well, we can't. He's a Jedi. He's not supposed to. And they're looking at her like, bitch, you want to go with him.
Yeah.
Don't.
Like, don't lie to
You want his lightsaber?
And then like Anakin's like walking through the garden with her father, and like they're talking about that, and it's like, oh my god, it's actually this whole like meeting the parents scene with like the girlfriend boyfriend.
That would have been amazing.
Also, the
It's really
3D Clone Wars series was so good for Anakin.
I
I love
agree.
his characterization as just like an asshole.
I
Alright,
agree.
You failed me, Mizu. I'm
I
sorry.
agree.
Okay,
Sorry.
can we? We're supposed to be talking about it now.
Really quickly, Internet Zen says there's an ancient joke comic on TG that, quote, Tau women prefer human men, unquote. Make of that what you will. Is
I've
this
heard
true?
that.
Fun fact: humans that get inducted into the Tau Empire are sterilized because they don't want us to outbreed them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And the worst
They're
part is the humans
afraid.
have no idea. They literally don't know it happens.
They are too
you know
afraid of human male
It's in the
seed.
water. It's turning the
It-
fucking humans gay.
It's literally
Exactly.
in the water.
It's
It's
turned
literally in.
Is it
It's
really?
literally in the food.
Listen,
it's in the food, I'm
it was a
pretty sure.
joke. It was a joke. It's a joke.
It's in
You're
the
not supposed to
food.
affirm the joke.
No, that's how you'd have to do it. It'd have to be like in the food or in the water, something that everybody's eventually going to touch, but they probably won't notice.
Yeah.
No, they made the fucking humans gay.
Because
The problem is they have to like work out a way that it only affects humans and not Tau.
Yeah.
Oh well, they're fairly like we're not really underselling the whole technological advance thing. They are
could
kind
utilize
of
like that.
it's kind of broken.
Yeah, they could do it.
Like their plasma guns are technically weaker than Imperial plasma guns, but that's only because Imperial plasma guns are dangerously overcharged and unstable.
Yeah, at least the Tau ones won't fucking blow up if you roll a button.
Yeah, because they probably don't care about technology before or after the Emperor.
Well, no, it's just we don't really know how to make it safer.
Fair, because you don't have the
Like, we
Emperor.
just-
Ryan, thank you for the
we're
raid.
doing what we can. We're doing what we can, and it works pretty good. And it's generally actually pretty safe. If you don't overheat it, it's fine.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Unless you're handed a plasma pistol by a certain Katachan major.
XL bringing us back into the Star Wars lore says the problem with
have
Star
to
Wars
correct you
lore
again.
was was we don't know what's canon outside the movies, like those god entities in the comics, not canon. George was clear.
I'm gonna have to sandbag you again, XL. You know, from the early '90s, George Lucas was heavily involved in the expanded universe. From the '70s, the first like EU material we got was a comic in case the episode 4 flopped that George okayed. Like, he's always been involved in the EU. This is Cope.
Also, I'm gonna disagree with Sid partially on that, but I will say the proper way to determine Star Wars canon is what we think is cooler.
I mean, that's a very simple thing to do. Is just before 2012.
I mean, I would agree with that. Yeah.
Anything in the expanded legacy stuff, if it was cool, it's just canon now.
Yeah.
I don't. Not even
Guess
just the other legacy stuff. Starkiller is canon, and I will die on that hill.
Yeah, he's from the expanded universe. His origin for the Republic, for the rebellion, was the canon creation of the rebellion until he was excommunicated when frickin' Disney bought them.
Exactly.
So I just love we're gonna have like it's a canon out that he just pulled that entire Star Destroyer. Then like
He didn't even pull it out. It was falling out of orbit. He guided it vaguely in the direction of a
Is that
cannon.
it? Is that we're going? But he was already falling. Fucking what?
It literally was. It was. This is novelization and in the game. This
Oh
is,
really? Because I don't. Okay. Fair.
Yeah, like you shoot the cannon, the orbital cannon, and it destroys the Star Destroyer like construction facility in orbit, and the Star Destroyer detaches and falls out of it and hurtles towards the planet.
You know.
No, I'm fine with him just pulling it down.
And he just he just points it in the direction of the cannon, and especially in the novelization, it almost kills him.
Here we have all three. We have all three views. We have Sid over here, like, no, he just kind of like angled it a little bit. We have Eclipse going, this is all bullshit, and then we have me going, no, it's cool. He just yanked it out of the sky. That's fucking awesome.
I mean, even if he yanked it, that wouldn't be bullshit.
Except like, yeah, fine. I guess we're going to did it.
I think
I
I'm
don't
gonna
even think
agree
it's
with
that
Mizu. I'm
bullshit.
sorry. It sounds
It's not
cool.
even it's not even bullshit though. Like, people try and go, that's such bullshit. I'm like, bro, Luke Skywalker in the 80s was popping AT-AT heads with a flick of his wrist. Shut up.
Actually.
The Dark Empire is actually a great fucking comic series, and I hate people who sit there and go, it's bad.
Oh goodness.
Remember this is about Warhammer.
Well, the Tower, that boring, okay?
The problem is me and Akko know nothing about Warhammer, but I know things about Star Wars. So I
Same
could go on
here.
about Star
My
Wars
dad
all
was
day.
heavy into
Marx
Star
is wrong
Wars, so
again.
I know it by
Also,
proxy.
You're wrong again.
What would you take as an opinion of? I think after like I know some people might have opinions about like the Old Republic MMO, but I think the animations kind of won me over to that time period a bit.
The SWTOR is fine. It's once you get
I
into
never
the
got to
DLC
play
the
it.
deal. The deal,
think
it's
it
still
is.
out. It's still there. It's still around.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still going.
I just never played
Queen
it
is
then.
playing it in her free
I'm just
time.
talking
She
about
plays it in her free
I'm
time.
just
We're
talking
gonna
about
play
the
it tomorrow.
Time period because I think the time period is actually really damn cool.
Old Republic is honestly kind of cooler than Clone Wars
Yes,
era,
I think it
era
is.
Republic.
I have to update the
Not to
stream
mention-
title.
I'm not gonna. The Old
I
Republic,
posted the video, Akko. You can pull the video up whenever you want. You are in charge.
also the Old Republic like
You
troopers
control the
are
buttons you
pretty
press.
trippy. I love it.
And
I hate when people say
Star
that, by the way.
Wars
What?
debate.
The you control the buttons you press thing.
Debate.
Like when you've got game devs, they're like, you control the buttons you press. Yeah, but your mechanics are shit.
Yeah.
I have to press those buttons or I don't win because it's literally dominant strategy.
Yeah. I like SWTOR a lot. That's how
All
Queen and
right.
I met, actually,
There we go.
in a
Yeah.
guild.
Aw, so
Oh,
you
that's
also
cute.
met in an MMO? That's cute.
Yeah.
You really are just like Lumi and Moose Man.
I know, it's just
starting
I'm
to
probably
see
taller.
correlations.
Dude, it's not even there's a reason it's a big meme in Lumicord.
Okay, let me go through some of these really quickly, just to get them out of the way. Internet Zen says, side note, the Firecast do have decent melee. It's that their muscles are so weak compared to even Imperium civilians, no amount of T'au karate can compensate. Also, the T'au space
Yeah.
is surrounded by orcs, the melee race of 40k.
Yeah, the Tower having a very bad time.
Fun fact about that: the
That's
tower's
awesome.
so range focused, they bore the shit out of the orcs. The orcs can't stand fighting the
The
tower.
orcs don't like fighting them because it's really fucking boring.
They're so boring.
You too boring.
They
You
get
don't
sniped.
die hard enough.
They get shot.
Literally.
It's not even that. They get sniped from 2 kilometers away with perfect accuracy, and they're like, "This isn't fun. We can't do that."
We can't. Like,
Oh,
I
that's
can't even
amazing.
shoot at something. I can't scream at something. I'm leaving. I think
I can't smack it because the stealth suits run away too fast. I can't hit it.
Why the orcs didn't kill the T'au yet? It's because they're just too bored. They're like, no, that's where the boring people are. I don't.
Literally every other race around the T'au is funner to fight than the T'au.
I think they'd rather fight Necrons at that point. Like, yeah, they're awful, but I'd rather.
They love fighting Necrons because they keep getting up after you smack them.
That's
true.
Yeah,
Smack
that's
'em
fair.
again.
Xander Kane for 5 says the bloody fish are putting chemicals into the corpse starch that are turning the monkeys gay.
Oh, we'll get to the Monkai. Don't worry.
No, worse. It makes them incompetent.
Oh dear.
So we'll get it out of the way. Monkai is or monkey. Yeah, that's the Eldar word for humans. It's a slur.
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's a slur. Fair enough.
It's a slur.
Didn't they have
because
to change it slightly because they thought it had racial connotations after
No,
a while?
you can't call people monkeys in your books when you're talking to humans, because then that kind of limits your skin color range.
So Monkai instead.
Yeah, it's trademark different.
That's been a thing forever though. So
Mizu, as a side note, Legal Mindset is dissing on Mugen right now.
Everybody
Yay.
should be.
That is amazing.
Everyone should diss
Thank
on
you,
Mugen. I was
Legal
dissing on
Mindset.
Mugen.
Legal Mindset is. Oh, sorry. I'll read this quickly. He says, I used to perceive Mugen as a professional, but he's lost that in his handling of the Saikuno situation and crashed out. Now downplaying the serious labeling of someone as a predator by presenting the mild definition as a hard cope. Everyone knows the real implication behind it. Thank you, Legal Mindset. Thank you. Anyway, moving back, XL Arts for 5 says, you're ignoring how much he retconned, and which was an insane amount. He was clear he didn't want godlike beings in Star Wars.
I'll pull up
Really
quotes
quick,
later
because I don't
for you,
want to
man. Don't worry.
obviously derail the stream, but I'm genuinely upset with how many fucking people on Twitter are just going, oh, predator's just like an innocent word, like it doesn't have any specific meaning whatsoever.
Yeah, fuck that.
You
I'll take hope for 400, Alex.
These are grown-ups talking about grown-up situations in which everyone acted like a grown-up except for the women. I don't want to hear the word predator.
Yeah. It just annoys me so much. It's like, okay, so if I called you a groomer, you'd be like, yeah, that's fine, because grooming has other connotations.
It's like when people in the UK try to use nonce like a casual word as if they don't know what that means.
But
Oh no, that's just in the UK in general. They just say
I know,
nonce.
and it's cringe, and it's like you guys wonders why your country's kind of falling apart when you casually call each other pedos.
Yeah, the UK is cringe. It's cringe is gay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to say that because it's been really getting on my nerves.
It has
I'm tired
been for me.
I'm tired of
too.
people coming into my DMs and going, no, you don't understand. It just has a different meaning. Shut the fuck up.
I like West Coast Warrior.
I'd say that chat predator that spells it with a predator. That's pretty good.
Anyway.
You get some
Oh,
Reddit
wait,
gold. good stuff.
where is it? It's in my, I can give it to Akko.
Oh gosh. Yes, sure. What is it?
Well, you've seen it before, but I think it's a good reminder for
Oh
chat.
no.
Oh,
I'm afraid.
That one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so good. I love that. It's
That one's so peak. I love the
You gotta-
trench coat too. I
Hold
love
on.
the water
you
trench.
gotta share
Hold
that
on.
with chat.
Let
Chat
me,
needs to
like,
see this.
Throw this on
I
the
did-
screen.
I did tell the artist I want to be in a trench coat. I did not specify water. They kind of just did that one on their own.
I mean, they kind of inferred it because they looked through your mind like, okay, well, I see where we're going with this.
Alien versus Predator. That's amazing.
It's so fucking good.
I do like how she has to bend down to look you in the eye. And then you're
I love how
also
you
still on a
that.
stool.
Look at
It
this
was-
tiny boy.
This Lumi's canonically like 9 foot
7 feet.
tall.
Yeah.
Like 8 or 9 feet tall.
7
Yeah.
feet.
In mermaid form, she's like 9 or some shit. I have this meme. We don't need to show it, but this is related meme.
Oh no.
I was reminded when somebody said the predator thing, and I was like, I forgot. I had this made.
Oh no, that's even worse than the internet Zen master. Imagine being the T'au and you try to negotiate with the Necrons twice.
They tried to negotiate with the Tyranids.
They tried to spread the greater
Like
good
2
to the
or 3
orcs
times.
3 times, 3 different water caste delegations, all dead because the ethereals couldn't take a hint. That's funny. Also, thank you for the 10.
They tried to negotiate with so many things and it just ended up backfiring.
They originally thought demons were just a weird species of aliens. It was the
Well-
best thing ever.
It's
Well, are they?
No, they're literal demons are actual like
Demons.
ethereal demons.
Oh, they're
Like
demons.
it's
Like,
demons.
like,
Well,
they're not
listen.
from planets, they come from hell.
How could I know?
come from
They
the-
might
they
just. They
come
might
from
be
the hell
cool though.
dimension.
What, you
They are
think
cool,
you just
but-
label them demons as a derogatory slur to like demoralize them? Like, listen, don't associate
Yes.
they're demons.
Yes.
The demons call themselves demons because they know the word scares us. Like they know exactly what they're doing.
They know what they do.
I'm not scared by demons. The
They're the
demons,
demons.
man. The
I have
demons.
the power god on my side.
And then
God
they-
and
Mizu.
Power of god
anime.
in anime.
Exactly.
Mizu,
Exactly.
good thing for you. The power of God is real in Warhammer.
Power of God does exist.
I know.
That's why the Sororitas are so cool.
No, I like to look at you'd say that. I like to look at the Legion of the Damned.
Legion of the Damned is also very cool. Ghost Space Marines demons are cool.
Why not?
No, I said they are
Where's-
cool.
I like, yeah, why not? Like where's Headless Purdy? I know he's in there somewhere. No, not Purdy. I mean Ferris. Poor
Ferris
Purdy.
Manus. He's been seen. I think I remember somewhere that like someone that looked like Ferris Manus was seen.
Say it ain't so.
No, we need the Rylanor resurrected to the Legion of the Damned to kick Fulgrim.
Oh,
back again.
shut up! That sounds actually super fucking cool. That is actually amazing. I
So
want
you
that.
know, you know how no one in the Legion of the Damned has ever spoken, right? Like Fulgrim needs to be fighting on a planet, and then you hear like through a raspy voice, just Fulgrim, and he turns around and there's a Contemptor dreadnought with like a flaming fist, like
He's like,
turns.
he's like,
at
I'm
him.
getting flashbacks. I don't know why.
It just says Rylanor across his chest, like it's not even subtle.
Like, bitch.
We're
I have a
coping about
special
cool
for you.
things.
What is it? Another virus bomb?
We're coping about cool things the GW will never do because they hate money.
Yeah. Soul Vibes Revive says, love for the Lamenter boys, sadness incarnate, best Space Marine boys.
Oh, those poor.
Lamenters have the unironic debuff of being just depressed and unlucky.
They are. Well, not just that. Yeah, depressed and unlucky. Like they.
Are they
crit
Space
ones all the
Marines?
fuck- Yes.
They're a Space Marine chapter from the Blood Angels. They don't really have the curses of the Blood Angels, but they are like unironically just kind of depressed all the time and have unironic like cosmic bad luck.
Okay, they're depressed though because of their bad luck.
Yeah, that's true. And it's also because they never like fully die or anything either.
Yeah.
No.
Like they always somehow pull out of it, but it's always hellish.
Yeah, like it's always like they always have the worst luck to be subjected to it, but never bad enough that they just die. Like, congrats, you lost 3 limbs, but you still have 1 and you survived. Great.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Now I'm in a dreadnought for 300 years. Oh
Also,
no,
they
the
stole
legs.
they stole your gene seed too while we're at it. Great.
Oh no,
Thank you.
the legs malfunctioned and I'm on my side now.
Chat says
I'm a
don't
turtle.
give, or excuse me, Pyro says don't give GW cool ideas to ruin. Fair, don't
That's
give them
okay, I won't
anything.
let them go.
Listen, give them to
They're also
Arch. Arch is making his own tabletop at last I heard, so give it to him.
Yeah, and he's got some really cool shit. Well, it's also just his own little like universe. It's got a lot of cool shit.
If he ever does
Okay.
playtests, I will gladly do that. I'll 3D print his minis and do my own
He's
playtest.
talked about a lot of the ideas on stream, and I'm very interested to see how it goes.
Oh, that
It sounds
cool.
actually pretty cool. Humanity are space socialists that live in pods and eat the bugs.
Why not? Great. Do we actually want to get back to these blueberry fucking?
Yeah.
yeah, I was- listen.
Video. You can sandbag me at any time. I don't care. This is your stream. I'm just a dude.
We're just
Yeah, but
existing.
you're. Oh
Sandbag me,
My
I don't care.
gosh. So,
What?
not to derail any further, but
You can't say that.
Gabby,
we have Gabby, the blessed one.
Well, that's not derailing. That's right on topic.
Yeah, we're talking about the cringe nene babies.
that's amazing. Taus don't have sexual dimorphism. The only difference is the shape of the hole in their forehead.
Kind of, yeah. Actually, yeah.
Oh, okay. Obviously,
Yeah,
this
they
is a
don't- they
male,
don't
and
have
obviously,
booba
this is a
in that.
female.
Yeah, they don't actually have booba, but
Can you put it in the hole?
I'm
why
sure
would you
people have
want to?
tried.
I could put a barrel of a gun in there, but like,
Well, I'm just asking. Like, there's a hole there.
Yeah.
yeah, I think they use it for.
And
like,
as was
knowledge
famously
transfers or
said,
some
any
shit.
hole
I
is a
can't
goal.
remember. I gotta look up what the hole is actually for again. I can't remember.
I know God exists because I know the devil likes to sign his handiwork and is very much not a fan of impersonators. That's funny. Anyway, so you linked a Pontius video. The Damocles Gulf Crusade. Is that what we're going to be watching right now?
Yep, it's the first major. It's the first actual like big involvement
We could
between the
have
Imperial.
watched like Arch's like old T'au video because it's still like relevant.
Isn't it like 50 minutes long, like Arch normally does?
Do you think Pawn's
This is a
video was any
50-minute
shorter?
long video as well. I don't know what you're
Yeah.
complaining about, like apples and oranges,
I
my
had
man.
to pick one or the other, and this one's newer and doesn't have Arch's weird audio issues from 10 years ago.
To be fair, his audio is oddly soothing from like back then because it's more relaxed. It's not so fucking uppity.
Yeah.
Don't forget T'au.
Well,
Strikes.
we'll
I
stick.
don't- I
We'll
feel-
stick with this. We'll stick
That's
with
fine.
this.
The Italian man strikes again.
All right. Can you guys see the screen?
Ease.
I
Alright.
can't. I'm blind.
I'm sorry,
I knew you
Mizu.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
I lost my
That's
eyesight
audio.
years ago.
In the war.
Well, that's what you get. That's what you get for jacking off, Mizu.
Jerking off.
Jerking off makes you go blind?
It
Yeah, that
does
was an
now.
old religious thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right. I'm Mormon. They didn't teach that. Listen. Listen, I'm Mormon. In our faith, we don't teach that. We just teach that. Okay. Oh man, I'm gonna make people cringe so hard. Okay.
Akko just learned about jorking it today, chat.
No. Okay. So
You could touch it. What?
Crazy.
You're not gonna die?
in Mormon faith, they obviously talk about jacking off, pornography addiction. But
Do they? Okay.
as an introduction to young men, because, you know, everybody needs to have the talk, one of the prophets of the church gave a talk to the congregation of the entire Mormon faith, so like millions of people. I believe it was like during a session where it was just the men, and he got up on screen and talked for 20 minutes about how jerking off is like trying to open the spigot to a water hose, and if you do it too often, it like makes it hard to turn it back off again, and you're not supposed to do it like as often as you do. But he included so much, like, he was so soft about it that like if you read it as an adult, you kind of cringe. I respect the guy, but it was very cringe. He's like, you're not supposed to unscrew the spigot very often. I probably need to reread the talk, but like it
I love
was,
how someone was like, no, they only teach soaking.
God damn it, Satori.
so that's the cringe. That's what I learned.
Also, Templar John, Akko's not Mormon anymore, but he was.
Oh fuck.
Back in his youthful days.
Back when he was a tiny octopus.
I mean, would it matter if I still was?
No, but he was like, oh no.
I don't think it matters.
No.
We're probably just curious why you knew.
I mean, I was a
Because it's one
missionary.
of those things that like a lot of people probably wouldn't look up specifically.
I was a missionary.
Like, oh, I watch Mormon speeches in my free time.
Listen, there's a lot of really good Mormon speeches that exist, all right? Some of them I really enjoy reading. Anyway, that's non-conducive to what we're going through right now. All right. Can you guys hear the music, by the way?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to pause that, and we're going to get started here.
Oh, hi, hey.
Okay, everyone, buckle up. Today we talk of heavy 40k lore again, and it will be something that I never thought we would even think to cover.
Don't tell me. Alpha Legion lore.
PIM autistic.
I'm going to be honest, that just tells me that nobody thinks about the T'au, including GW.
Like I said, there's like 3 big like things that the T'au have going against them, and it's not helping at all.
Oh,
Attari just woke up.
oh, is
Oh, he
Attari
just woke
awake?
up, huh?
Yeah, he's typing.
There he is! Holy shit!
Look at him
Oh,
go.
it's okay. It's okay. Look.
He's freaking out.
You fool.
Is he coming in?
Oh. Oh.
I think he'll get in here eventually. I think. Here, chat. We'll wait. We'll wait for just a moment.
He's gonna be so flabbergasted. He's gonna look back to the early stream before he got here, like, what the fuck were you talking about?
I missed the jerk off chat. Fuck.
Oh man, maybe we should re-talk about it again once he gets here.
Oh, could we not?
Can we not?
I see. I feel bad because he told me he like laid out what he did in order to prep for the stream. He basically
he was
went to
going
work,
early.
slept, went to work, slept, went to work, slept, and now he was supposed to wake up for this, and I feel bad. Oh.
It's true, because I was with him earlier in the day. He's gonna go take a nap before stream. I'm like, oh, I guess that didn't work out.
Oh, I can mention it now. We got a moment. Eclipse, I won my game earlier today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Finally, you beat Monkey, that piece of shit!
Well,
But did you beat the game?
No, I can never. No one can truly beat the game.
Oh,
No, I
just wanted to make sure chat lost it.
I rebuilt my Custodian's Lions list and I outscored him because I just couldn't shift.
There he is.
How you doing?
I am sorry.
You're good. You're good. We were talking about Star Wars till you got here.
Oh my fucking god. No, because the issue is like, because every time we start this, like, when did you actually start? Also, hi chat.
It's alright.
Oh, like an hour ago.
Good thing we didn't talk about the T'au while he was. Essentially, yeah, we didn't talk about the T'au too much because, I guess the T'au is so boring that we got like
Someone triggered me on Star Wars lore and had to start citing sources like it's scripture.
Pretty
Man,
much.
I was losing my mind.
Well,
he was upset Atari because I'm right about Star Wars and he's wrong.
Okay, here's my hot take on Star Wars.
I don't care.
Let's just pretend a lot, and people just call it canon.
I don't know what you said, but okay.
Don't worry, he's a Swede in him.
He's got his morning voice.
Oh, we also talked about all the controversy with that guy because that was upsetting people as well.
Honestly, this is a better topic than the actual T'au. Not gonna lie.
And jerking off.
Chat says
However,
the Dane showed up. That's not nice, chat.
You motherfuckers! How fucking dare you! I swear to God.
This is what you get.
You're right. He's not Danish. He's Finnish. Pardon me.
This is the
that's
only
even worse.
You're
the only
quarter right.
response. That's the only
You're
response.
quarter-
Great bully.
I'm a quarter
See-
right. Fantastic.
You see that I learned a long time ago that if you ever want to insult, if you ever want to insult the Swedish, you just call them Danes.
What if you called them Finnish?
But he is part Finnish, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's.
I know.
Okay.
Also, he's only like half gross. That's better.
Okay, give me 5 minutes. I'm gonna grab my monster can from the fridge.
Send me a dick pic.
God damn it.
Okay,
no.
That's
That's the only valid reason a femboy can grab a monster can.
So I'm just thinking about that meme now, like where it shows like the Conrad fucking opening up a can of Monster. He has like a cup of recaf. No, he pours the can of Monster into the coffee cup. Like, what the fuck have you done?
Oh, fuck.
Conrad's wild.
Internet Zen says 2 things. T'au have dimorphism between males and females in the chest area. Shadow Sun is canonically busty per the Black Library books. Second, Phil Kelly is writing T'au novels for better/worse.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get into the quality of T'au novels later in this fucking video.
I have never once read a T'au.
Dude, okay, here's the issue. What T'au novels are you talking about?
All of them, sounds like.
Because, like, I looked at how many T'au novels there are. There are, like,
There really aren't that many. There's not that many, and again, that's
like,
that's 0.2 of 3 of the things wrong with the T'au.
I feel like I get more T'au in my books from fucking Space Marine novels.
There's more.
Like, here's the thing. T'au is like, here's the thing. A lot of books from Warhammer are kind of like. A lot of them are like designated as specifically like fraction, but it's more like it's like a co-op book in that case. Like it's multiple factions in one.
Yeah, like I feel like there's more T'au in non-T'au like lore books than there is in the original original T'au.
But to that's kind of like how Warhammer should do it. Like it should do like multiple type of races in one book.
That requires competent writing and coherent plot lines, Atari. We don't do that. It's 2020.
I got a fucking quote-unquote side-by-side of Blood Angels and Necrons in one book.
Anywho, so...
Are you awake now? Can we start the video, Tari? Or
one second.
Chug.
Mizu, maybe you need to send a dick pic. Maybe that'll wake him up.
Oh my god.
Also,
No.
Templar. I don't know what you mean by better. Pontius has stayed pretty solid since he started. So
yeah, I don't know what
he
means by better.
It's okay.
You probably shouldn't say somebody's pretty solid when we're talking about dick pics.
Listen,
Well, we're
I'm gonna be
Italian.
kind to
We're talking
people,
about
okay?
pasta.
Yeah, it's firm.
All right.
It's stiff, even.
That's why
Alright.
you gotta break it.
It's got snap.
Ow.
Are you guys ready?
I've been
Yes.
ready.
Alrighty. Just want to make sure. Attari, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right.
Not utterly insane.
Oh, come on, Alpha Legion lore is not that bad.
Are they loyalists or traitors? Oh god, I hope this doesn't become a serious.
That's the second time
Countless
PS crashed at
conflicts
that
are etched in
question.
the annals of the T'au Empire, wars of radiant triumph, and campaigns of crushing defeat. Yet there is one day remembered with absolute dread by every T'au. The day where they stood face to face with the true inexorable might of the Imperium of Men.
I'm going to guess that they got their ass claps cheaped.
Oh, they did.
Unfathomably so. This is still remembered by current Tau as like a PTSD moment
Like,
culturally.
granted, they started to
Mhm.
hold them back a bit when they got to more core worlds, but it was still going bad for them.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
enough.
because in lore, they didn't believe, like, Titans, right? Those giant fuck-off walkers. The Tau thought those were myth. That nah, these aren't real. That's just bullshit.
There's no way the
propaganda.
Imperium's building like 100-meter tall walkers. That's just
And then,
propaganda.
and then they saw the mountain in the background start to move.
And then like, oh shit.
Like, that's odd.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Tau is kind of the more conventional army out of all of them,
Mhm.
technically.
Oh, so are you awake now, Attari?
Yes, I'm awake.
You're welcome.
He got the dick.
Thank you. Thank you for the picture.
We're just going to say nothing and move on.
The twinks are appropriating.
Ah, so it's a Tau video. We had nothing more interesting to cover than the Bluefish people.
We
Brutal.
did, but I lost a bet with the patron members, so this is on them mainly.
I am starting to
Yes,
question.
Wait. What did he bet?
I gotta scroll back, but I think it was to cover two different like lore series, and we voted that he has to do Tau.
I
Truly a fate worse
see.
than
I
death.
see. Gigantor for 5 says Bruva Alpha Busa has a short
Busa,
video
yeah.
between Custodes and T'au. That's great. Okay.
That would require watching like
it's not
all
canon.
of that.
It's
One,
not.
it's a funny meme video, but two, to even understand the joke, you'd have to watch like half of if the Emperor had text to speech.
Yeah,
So
you need context for that one.
it is funny though.
It's
Okay.
not fucking canon. It totally is kitten.
And
Sorry.
then Internet Zen says T'au novels are 80% Phil Kelly drooling over how base the Far Side Enclaves are, 15% one author giving Shadow Sun her own book, and one General T'au novel beyond that. Everything else is non-T'au POV. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Oh,
it's
not.
rough.
It's what were those series of books for the Eldar calling it that were totally discontinued?
Which
Inari
newer
books.
ones?
The Inari, yes, the Inari.
Yeah, the Yanari like plot thread has essentially been dropped so far.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Skill issue.
And Pyro says the only thing that saved the T'au was something scarier occupying the Imperium.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
well,
we'll
don't
get to
spoil
that
it.
later.
Don't spoil it, but we'll get there.
They love us or hate us seeing the stuff they ask us to cover.
So, here we are. As promised, today we will cover the Damocles Golf Crusade. We'll see if we can fit it in a single video or it will become a small series. But before people get worried, because it is renowned that I can't stand the T'au in any way, shape or form, as I consider them pretty much like the Imperium, but with a lot more lies involved. Because while the Imperium hates things openly, the T'au and especially the Ethereals mask their hatred with their ideology. I will not leave out any detail or change the story to fit my views. I will be as impartial in the retelling of the events as I have always been, because as a lore YouTuber, I am here to tell you how things went, and not my interpretation of what happened. So, don't worry, the T'au will be done justice too in this video, even if I question the life choices of every T'au fan ever. And please, remember to subscribe, leave a like,
How many people are fans of the T'au? I'm curious.
It's quite a few, actually.
There's more
there's
tabletop fan than like novel fans.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
learning that the T'au are secretly very racist and they mask it under ideology is not helping the millennial allegations.
It's really not.
Here's the thing: a lot of people are. They kind of have a broad like fan base from what I know. Like, but it's kind of what you say. It's more of a tabletop fan base they have, and more of an actual lore fan base.
I don't know if he pulls up the meme, but I remember when this was being discussed in the Patreon like portion of the Discord, we were posting all kinds of memes that are basically like talking to a T'au fan about T'au lore is like talking to a brick wall because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about because none of them read the books.
Yeah.
It's true.
No, here's the thing. A lot of people that are fans of the T'au kind of fangirl over their weaponry and just like the kind of battle suits, and they have a lot of it.
It's super surface level. Like they never read any of the stuff about them beyond like
the issue you run into when it comes to the T'au is kind of like a lot of races, kind of like factions they have like one book series they all conguline around, or there's like the introduction to a faction. The T'au doesn't have it. They don't have it at all.
That's
they
sad.
only have the aesthetics kind of thing.
So,
But honestly, a lot of people that like him also love Gundam, like a lot of it.
Unironically, there's a serious Gundam crossover, and you'll see as you see more images of their mechs, you're gonna be like, I understand.
Yeah, as you see their battle suits, you'll get it.
my question is, because you've told me that there are like sub races that aren't even that important. Why aren't the T'au counted in that then? If nobody loves them.
Because GW made them an army for the tabletop and gave them models.
Okay. So if you get an army, you're basically a main player then.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
Yeah.
also, like you can correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding is T'au actually do play like a larger part in the. It's behind the scenes technically because they don't have it written in stories, but they do technically play a larger part in the
Like
grand scale conflict.
Not necessarily. They have like 40 planets in their empire. They have a very small
Like they
it's
are literally
very small.
to the corner of the.
saying 40 planets is a lie. No, they have a occupied like region in space, like in a galaxy that is just there. Like how, and the thing is, they are probably the most likely to trade or like do like to take the Imperium to offering table or when it comes to a lot of things.
Right. It's all to like subvert like the population so they can conquer the planet.
Yeah.
And, like not
Oh, well, like here's the thing. Every faction is trying to get the best deal out of the whole thing, but they usually do this doing like when the Tyranids attack, they are always like butting up with Imperium because they are both like realizing the existential threat a lot of times. However, they are definitely trying to do underhanded deals with each other every time.
Oh no, like
And Imperium loves to do it.
T'au will occasionally fight with the Imperium, yes, to fight the things like the Tyranids, yes, but the main reason they trade is to influence the population to side with T'au because look at all these shiny gizmos you just can't get under the Imperium.
Yeah. You just gotta get sterilized beforehand. Don't worry.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's
The master race of the town is on what can multiply itself.
The 40
You can do
planets
it.
is a bit hyperbolic, but they do have like a very small like empire. It's incredibly small.
like their influence spreads a bit beyond their plants, as you said, like with trade, but
They aren't actually doing very. They're what's the Halo mission where your objective is just survive? That's the T'au right now. That's all they're trying to do.
they
Just survive. I love that.
Their current mission objective is
Of an
survive.
existential crisis.
They're currently
important
being
approach is
fucked by.
survive.
They're being fucked by a Tyranid splinter fleet. The Sautek dynasty is like in their space, waking up right now. The Imperium's on the other side of the Damocles Gulf Crusade. Orcs are constantly like surrounding their empire. I'm pretty sure the Eldar are doing some shit over there too. Like the T'au are having a very bad time right now.
Yeah. Pyro for 5 says a portion of T'au haters are haters because they ran into a tabletop T'au fan in a game, like myself. Wow.
That's not an unreasonable thing because a lot of so the good T'au players understand that they're playing T'au and that it's not going to be necessarily fun for their opponent, but they don't rub it in.
Mhm.
That's funny.
They
funny,
know
that's
it's,
funny.
it's kind of like playing a Nurgle army.
Yeah.
Yeah, get owned, scrub.
Oh,
Anyways,
all right. Let's continue.
yeah, but
And even a comment if you want. You can't understand how boring some of the lore I researched for this video is. So I would appreciate it just for my lost brain cells. Anyway, before starting the video...
Everybody go like this video. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna share the video. You all give it a like just because he lost
Nightmare
brain
reminded
cells.
me too. The T'au are also fighting themselves right now on top of
yeah,
everything.
Oh, they're in a
I
civil
totally
war?
forgot.
But the
Yeah.
right?
Oh
yeah.
my gosh,
Yeah,
they're that
so-
bored.
yeah.
They have to fight each other.
It's not
TLDR.
boring, but
Yeah.
Don't worry. Like, keep playing the video. We'll get there.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll touch it a bit, but yeah, they're also fighting themselves.
That's amazing.
Dude, you guys are trying to
As
spoil
usual,
the
we
whole
want to thank
video.
the members of our Discord,
keep-
of our
you keep bringing
Patreon,
up
and of our
spoilers.
YouTube channel for all their support and help. Remember that you can now support us on Subscribestar and Ko-fi too, in case you don't want to use Patreon. And that we are now on Twitch, where you can find us discussing lore while playing 40k games. Now, obviously the Damocles Golf Crusade has been an event discussed extensively in the community. The first true war of the T'au Empire against the Imperium of Men. Unfortunately, as usual, a lot of myths and memes are around this war too. And as you would have understood by now, as fun as myths and memes can be, we are here to discuss lore. So, where to start on the Damocles Golf Crusade, if not from the event that directly caused it? The second sphere expansion of the T'au Empire. We need to go back to millennia before the Damocles Golf Crusade. In fact, we go all the way back to 018 M39. The first sphere expansion by that point had been a resounding success, with the Empire gaining more and more territory and even new allies, especially in their armies with the addition to their forces of the Krut species. But a specific breakthrough will be the reason the second sphere expansion even became possible. What kept the T'au from expanding even further at the time was the lack of faster-than-light technology for their ships. But that problem was solved when the Falshia Sept of the T'au Earthcast will finalize the development of something called the ZFR Horizon Accelerator Engine, a powerful new technology that allowed ships to attain near light speed.
Prepare yourselves for a lot of funny sounding T'au names. I'm still very fond of Commander Tequila, to be honest.
So, in 018 M39...
Is that a
pull up
real
that meme,
name?
please.
Hold on.
Pull up the meme.
Hold on, we gotta go back. Okay. There we go. It's up.
Go ahead and go ahead and read it, Akko.
Oh boy.
You can quickly
It's
find and
so
easily
true.
name a T'au commander by adding an apostrophe anywhere in the word tequila.
It's so true.
Tequila.
Tequila.
You can
It's so
even
true.
add 2 apostrophes.
Tequila.
Space
Na, 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 na.
Mexicans.
No,
Where's
that's
Louis? Get the Mexican in.
Oh god.
I'll go wake Queen up and hope she doesn't hit me.
Oh no.
Why would you do that to a woman bearing?
She's not actually. We figured it out.
Oh,
we were
fair.
hopeful, but yeah, we've
Sorry to hear
struggled.
that.
It's okay. We'll live. We're doing what we can.
Fair enough. Pyro says, tell Akko about the Fish of Fury.
That doesn't narrow it down.
Pyro, you might have to be more specific. And Internet Zen, thank you for 10, says that's not true. Attari, Phil Kelly's Farsight books are basically the definitive T'au book. Also, the sterilization thing comes from a non-canon Dawn of War ending. It's never been official canon.
No, Guevesa are sterilized in general.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
Why
reason. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Also, since we're probably not going to get covered by this video, there's a little bit of funny side lore. Apparently, the T'au have a species under them. They're basically just flying space pancake bears.
Yes.
And these things are so bizarre. Like, what the fuck?
Arch has a
Flying
video on them.
space.
I know, that's how I know about them.
That's the only reason
Pancake
anyone knows about them.
You know what? I'm gonna find the video. I'll post in the chat just so you can see it. But it's so. Oh,
I think it's fan art in the thumbnail, but it's still a funny visual.
Flying space pancake bears.
It's so bizarre. Like, what the fuck are you? Oh, there it is.
All right, let's continue.
Yeah.
Fond of Commander Tequila, to be honest.
So, in 018 M39, the T'au Ethereal Supreme, Anwei, declared the massive preparations for the new expansion completed. The T'au launched the second sphere expansion, branching outwards from each of the up-centers of the first sphere colonies. Great fleets speared into the dark, spreading the greater good to worlds that were unreachable before. As they were pushing more and more into space and establishing new septs, a legend would arise from the armies of the T'au, also known as the Fire Caste, the greatest military thinker and strategist of his age, and perhaps any other, Commander Puretide.
There we go.
Puretide. The great commander Puretide takes control of the second sphere expansion.
Is that actually the name of one of their commanders?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
he is known as
Yes.
like, the greatest general of like the entire T'au.
Okay.
I
Conquering
mean, you have
Alpha
Shadow
doesn't
Sun
stop
as a name. That's not that weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
our systems in the name of the greater good. His brilliant career will be celebrated forever by the T'au, especially those of his birthworld Dal'yth. Puretide's legacy too is preserved forevermore. After injury cripples the aging commander, he is retired to a retreat atop Mount Kanji, where he teaches the very best fire caste students. This is a role his holographic ghost continues to this day.
Commander Purtide will be a central character in the Second Sphere expansion, toppling entire star systems in his...
So are they just kind of known for their mechas then?
Yes.
That's their main thing, yeah.
That is, like, those...
That is the whole setting part.
Okay,
Like,
so
look at
you
these
play
kick-ass-
T'au if you like big robots.
Actually, yeah. I mean, they don't look bad, but there's just it's weird.
The T'au are also called the Wheat faction, so...
Okay.
Well, I mean, it doesn't help that in the games, like I said, all their characters have Japanese accents.
They do.
I'm gonna say, here's the thing. The funny part about the T'aus, like, the T'au is kind of like a mixed bag of like a lot of Asian factions, more so.
So
kinda
they are
like
just
the same
Chinese.
thing. They are more Chinese. Actually, the biggest thing that makes them actually Japanese is more so the mix, I would say.
Yeah.
Out of all of it,
Yeah,
and
the
like
mix and
some
the
little thing here,
accents.
there. Yeah, but the thing is, the actual Japanese faction is like the samurai faction, quote unquote. It's actually the Eldar.
Okay.
Well, it used to be. Nowadays, it's not as much, which is sad.
No, they
because it
can-
used to be cool.
They kind of move away from it because a lot of people believe
You
that
had
T'aus
katana
was
chain swords for the striking scorpions.
They were so
No.
cool.
But no, we can get into it. But like, they all both of them kind of conga line against this like the Asian faction as sort of like inspiration.
Yeah.
So
Interesting. Internet Zen says, can confirm the T'au hatred bit. I played orcs in 3rd edition and 2 of my regular opponents played T'au. I'm glad I'm an orc player and learned to enjoy the game early. Fish of Fury was a T'au meta for several editions and it sucked.
the reason why a lot of people
I think
hate
it's
it.
about devilfish, which is their transport, which it sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Occo and Mizu, you know when you play a video game and someone just domes you, like you just have a sniper meta, but you just have a sniper with a rapid fire.
Yes, and we
And
we like fucking what is it called? We do the move.
I don't, because I've never lost.
I don't.
No, like when you play any game, it's kind of like imagine you have like it's a kind of like a game where you can like go up and slap people. Like
Yeah,
any type of weapon
imagine
or
playing
sword.
like a close quarters sort of like sword and board game, but there's a guy with like a Barrett 50 cal halfway across the map.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you play League of Legends and everyone is playing a absolutely outrageous, what's it, ADC characters only, and you're
Yeah.
playing like an assassin that can only do melee.
No,
Or like you
I've
can
never
do
played
both.
League of
League.
Legends.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
That is a
God damn
horrendous
it.
comparison because in League of Legends you totally win that fight every time.
No. Here's issue, Mizu. You don't. In this one, you don't. Because they can hit you. The vision range is 10 times longer, and they can still hit you from 10 times range away.
No, that's why I'm just saying your comparison doesn't work.
Okay, but you gotta play ball here, Mizu. Come on, kid.
Mizu, forgive him. He's EP.
I've already played enough ball for the both of us tonight.
The fuck you what? Mizu. You're nasty.
All right, let's continue.
campaigns of conquest and protecting newly established T'au seps. It was said that even the orcs of the region grew to fear facing an army led by Purtide. The last breakthrough of the Second Sphere expansion was the successful crossing of the Damocles Gulf, a mysterious region to the galactic east that had long thwarted all attempts by the T'au to pass through. Once on the other side of that region of unnavigable space, the T'au swiftly established new colonies and outposts. And there they will make contact with the single largest power in the Milky Way galaxy, the Imperium of Men.
Yes!
The T'au are now encroached
Fuck you,
upon
men
many
are
planets
awesome.
within the area of space known to the humans as the Timbra
What was that,
subsectors of Segmentum Ultima.
Men
and
are
this will
awesome.
be
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Imperium of Man rocks. Fuck you, all of the other races. We're better than you. All
Made
right,
it sound a little gayer than you meant to. I think you're like, men are awesome.
men are
Yeah,
awesome.
men are awesome.
Men are awesome. Exactly.
I mean, I expected the other two to say it, but
We're gonna build a space wall, and the Necrons are gonna pay for it.
I thought we were gonna make the tier.
And we're gonna keep all the space women on the other side.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're gonna take all the
exactly.
T'au women for ourselves.
Pyro says you could use Devilfish, their transport, to make your fire warriors practically immortal. They accidentally revived it in 9th, by the way.
Yeah, I remember T'au 9th devilfish bullshit. Hop them out, shoot, hop them back in from across the map.
That was
That
a
sounds
thing?
amazing.
Fuck.
Yeah, Eldar had that worse, but the T'au could do it too.
It just sounds like, so there's metas in Faster Than Light where if you get a transporter, you can just transport people and murder everybody.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like that's what that is.
4-man Mantis Brick is great.
Yeah.
I run that all the time.
What it says.
I know exactly what you're talking
Exactly.
about. You know what's even better? 4-man Lanius transport is great.
No.
Oh gosh.
I try to get that all the time.
Yeah. Sadly, I still suck at Faster Than Light.
The beginning
Because I
of
suck at strategy games.
the end of the Second Sphere expansion. Now, there is a bit more to explore about this first contact than first meets the eye. Because you will think that the moment a new race of Xenos appeared in Imperial territory, the Imperium would arrive blasting. But that is not exactly what happened.
Were we friendly this time?
No.
Did they
actually,
bring blossom
the-
trees to plant in our garden?
No, the thing is that, yeah, the Imperial will beat you, but bureaucracy's bullshit.
Takes time to beat you up. We have to do our taxes first.
We have to do the taxes.
Allocated
You have to fill out. You have to fill out the
Forms.
form for each punch you throw. Come on.
See,
the thing actually is they have to allocate
eliminated.
resources to get it to a place, and the Imperials are the Finns. So it's kind of like who's gonna fin out your area of like the area first, because that's what kind of like with the whole issue with the Imperium is that they have like moving armies, so they have to move from spot point to point to point a lot of times because there's so many planets.
Yeah.
So they kind of is like,
there's
oh, you
usually
gotta get in
bigger
line.
problems. And there's also usually bigger problems than some new race.
Yes.
It's like, okay, but we've already got this orc wog we're already dealing with.
Yeah.
And you know,
And
they're a bigger problem.
And they are, and orcs are way more higher classified as a threat.
Than an unknown enemy, yeah.
Yes.
The first contact the T'au had with humans was not with the Lords of the Imperium, but with dissident elements that were operating on the fringe of the mighty Dominion. The T'au first encountered free captains, pirates, and lost human colonies that had regressed so much that they had long forgotten their origins and any connection to their distant birth world. Those initial contacts ranged from friendly trade negotiations to instant hostility. The T'au diplomats were aware they were dealing with outcasts.
Spider Bro, thank you for the raid over there on Twitch. Welcome, welcome. We're going through Warhammer lore. I hope that you're ready.
Being autistic.
Yeah, about Star Wars. Occasionally.
So 25,000 BBY.
Shut the
the
fuck up,
Infinite
Sam.
Empire.
No, you don't.
Cease.
All right.
Of an incomprehensibly large galactic empire at this point. The worlds claimed by dissident humans were soon annexed into the T'au Empire. But some in the T'au High Council were worried that overt aggression might lead to a war they could not win. The leaders of the Fire Caste called to start hostilities with the Imperium of Men. But it was Aun'va, an Ethereal second in authority only to the Supreme Aun'Wei, who determined the plan. The Water Caste were to integrate themselves into human worlds loyal to the Imperium, insinuating themselves into the courts of planetary governors. Eventually, a score of worlds within the Imperium were trading with the T'au, even in preference to each other. Alien goods, and especially coveted Earth Caste technology, flowed through these markets in blatant contravention of Imperial law. And then, the time to initiate the second phase of Aun'Va's instructions arrived. Upon those worlds deemed ready, the Water Caste envoys had planted the seeds of rebellion in the mind of the human rulers. And one by one, the planetary governors declared themselves and their worlds free of the shackles of the Imperium's rule. It had taken decades to achieve, but the T'au spread more rapidly and with fewer losses than even the most brilliant military campaign could have achieved.
Karizen leaned in towards Lucian. Normality, even sanity, apparently returning once more. The voices belong to my brother and sister astropaths, my master. And the song they sing is of such beauty because they all sing the same message. Every astropath for 10, 20, 30 light years sings the same message. Lucian nodded his encouragement, determined not to interrupt the man now that he was finally making some sense. They sing words of freedom. Lucian sat back, rocked to his core by the news. They sang of freedom, a relative notion in the Imperium of Man he knew, and invariably one much closer to heresy, recidivism or revolt. Every world within, anything up to 30 light years. There might be dozens, scores even of civilized systems, each with a population of many millions. How? Who could have instigated such a thing? More to the point, he realized, who could have coordinated it? The logistics of the treachery were truly staggering, the possibilities stretching out before Lucian as he struggled to imagine them.
And as the worlds began rising into open rebellion against the Imperium of Men, the T'au fleets started moving in Imperial territory to welcome every single one in the T'au Empire.
The servitor at the communications station squealed machine nonsense as its implanted appendages worked the dials and levers across its console. Indicators lit, telling Lucian that the servitor had isolated and intercepted a wideband broadcast from nearby. A moment later, a voice rang out across the bridge, the signal perfectly clear, the words flawlessly high Gothic.
We come as allies to the domains of Ares, and invoke the friendship of comrades in arms. This world, as per previous concords, is declared a protectorate. Your warriors are granted the honor of service to the fire caste. Your messengers and pilots will soar under the wings of the air caste. Your scientists will gain learning and purpose under the supervision of the earth caste. Your leaders and merchants will learn words of wisdom and mutual profit under the tutelage of the water caste. And all will endeavor towards the ultimate greater good, under the guidance of the Blessed Ones, under the protection of the T'au Empire.
Lucian stood stunned. Not at the fact that an alien race was seeking to gain influence over a human world, that much he had seen before. No, it was the scale of what he was witnessing. This was mass betrayal. Carrison had reported that dozens of systems for light years around were declaring their independence from the Imperium of Man. Here, he knew that he saw the instigators of that treachery. Alien fleets no doubt closing in on dozens of worlds, declaring that the planets were under their control, and presumably being welcomed with open arms by the treacherous
Yeah, that is kind of sus. I wouldn't trust that.
leaders of those worlds.
See what I mean?
He spat on the cold
Shiny
metal
goods.
deck. Someone will pay for this, he promised.
So they behaved almost exactly like a Gene Stealer's cult, and people still think they are the good guys.
The Imperium's response to such sedition was slow in coming, but when it finally arrived, was characteristically brutal. The T'au had just provoked an enemy they could not hope to defeat.
Since first entering space, the T'au would experience success after success, guided by their ethereals. Each caste had overcome every obstacle yet encountered, and none could doubt T'au ascendancy. On the fast
I just noticed this, and we've watched quite a few of PO's videos. What the fuck is this
You're
symbol?
Pontius.
Yeah, Pontius, excuse me.
It's an
That's-
Italian. You should represent. You
I
should
know,
that.
I know what it is. I'm
It's,
just like, what the
people.
fuck?
It's the symbol of your people, Occo.
What the fuck?
It's a symbol of equity.
I know.
It's a symbol of Italian
Rocco can't
supremacy.
even recognize his culture. This is true.
I just didn't notice it till now. I'm like, wait a second, what the fuck is that on his shoulder pad?
I don't remember what his sword says either, but I know it's something in Latin. I can't remember.
Yeah,
It's
that's
special.
definitely Latin. D&D il cancelo limina la soul.
I'm sorry, my cat may be meowing in the background a lot.
I can't hear it.
Why is,
I get
why is why is Mizu meowing in the background?
Gonna say it, but I didn't.
Wrong kitty.
Yeah.
Anyway, Internet Zen for 20 says T'au at the start were just spawn camping the opponent's models inside the deployment zone. I ended up playing tables on the long way, and I looted a basilisk tank just to hit them. Blew up my own war boss's truck more than once.
That sounds a lot like Monkey right there.
Sorry.
It's a symbol of our people. It's a symbol of your Jedi mind tricks don't work on me. Only money. Only money.
Oh, that's good.
side of the Damocles Gulf, however, the T'au faced an enemy unlike any other, and the epic clashes that followed heralded the beginning of an entire new age of battle.
To put it extremely simply, this is what is going to happen.
See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
Yes.
This is true with Imperium.
They fucked around a lot.
But you fuck
How
around
much
too
did
much
they
with
find
Imperium.
out?
Now, before going to
Quite
how
a
the
lot.
Crusade itself was fought from both sides, we need to see this series of events from the Imperium's perspective. Keep in mind, this is very old lore, directly from 3rd edition, so it might not be the canon series of events anymore. But I have not seen
Maybe I'm weird, but I kind of like the old designs of a lot of
So
these
funny
kinds of
you
games.
mentioned that. I specifically started looking up old T'au art, and it looks really cool compared to the new shit.
Yeah.
There seems to be a trend with GW stuff. Like old stuff seems to have like just better overall.
Like a lot of like old artists who drawn like it's a mural, like the old school style. While new things can like he gives a lot of things a main character syndrome a lot of times, but like generic character syndrome.
Yeah, this guy looks way more badass than people are selling the T'au to be. But it's
look
fine.
at the second one. Look at that shit. That's a stealth suit. Yeah, that looks like a sort of cool stealth
A lot
suit.
of times, GW kind of draws like a lot of things they commission is a little bit too clean. A lot of times.
Okay, that just looks
So,
like
but
one of the robots from Destiny.
Yeah, probably.
So are you saying?
But it looks like it can tank a lot.
It kind of does, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta like this style. I don't remember what this artist's name was, but he's done a bunch of like official GW art like back in the day, and all of it looks really fucking good.
Yeah.
Oh, kitty.
Oh, that's a cat.
That was a cat.
Yeah, he's being needy.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, we can go back to the video. I
Yeah.
I thought this looked really nice, and maybe I'm like a fan of 70s art. It's like really good, because like I mean like
It's not
I
even 70s. I don't think that
whatever it is. Is it early 2000s?
Yeah,
okay, well this looks good.
If we have a 3rd edition codex, then we're talking 2000s.
It looks good, is what I'm
You
saying.
can tell because of that nice little Warhammer logo in the bottom left corner there. That was the peak logo right there.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they changed it again. It got really gay after a
It
while.
looks. They gave it the Soulless Corpo remake.
Yeah.
Them contradicted anywhere, so until then, we will consider them how the story went. In the year 742 and 41, the Damocles Gulf Crusade will be declared by the side of the Imperium directly in the elitist sector of the Damocles Gulf. A string of Imperial subsectors stretching out between the Gulf and the Perdus Rift anomaly has suffered extensive disruption due to Elder Pirate raids and Warp Storm's activity. As the Imperium strove to restore its grip in the region, it was discovered that a previously unknown alien race called the T'au were allying with and integrating into their empire worlds under the control of dissident Imperial factions. The peril of these alliances was evident in the number of alien goods and artifacts appearing in the nearby systems. Inquisitorial investigation revealed evidence of T'au activity in adjoining sectors. The conclusion was that they represented a major threat, and Cardinal Esau Gurney of Brimlock officially called for a crusade.
The man is just wearing scriptures all over his body.
Oh, that's how all the priests. That's what the priests look like in 40k. They wear.
Word of Lord.
So you ever see Space Marines with the little like seals and the scrolls on
Yeah,
them?
yeah, that's like something that. Are those seals like made out of actual paper?
And actual wax, yeah. Usually they're they're like oaths of loyalty or promises of like vows to take on into battle, or sometimes given as like rewards. Like you played Space Marine 2, right?
Yeah, I didn't
Remember
get very
in the
far
intro
in it,
cinematic when
but...
like he's getting one like on when Tythus is getting one on his armor.
Yeah. My
It's
question
essentially-
is, how the
Go ahead.
fuck do those things not come off of you while you're fighting people?
That's some good wax.
It's some really good wax.
Bullshit, that's what I'm calling it.
Oh,
It's
shit.
dope bullshit though. It looks cool, so I don't care.
That's amazing. They put them on their guns.
Oh yeah, they put him on guns. But so Titus is getting one as he's taking his vows of repentance and loyalty, and and those are going to be signified on the purity seal as well.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, it's dope. It's really dope. I mean, he's got purity seals up on his shoulders. You can see there.
Yeah, I see those. I'm just like, when these people walk into battle, how do they come out with those things still being there?
The power of
imagine they get
faith.
new ones.
Akko, the power of faith is actually real. Like you need to understand this.
God is real, and he will.
If that guy prays hard enough, he will unironically be semi-immortal.
Fair enough.
Like it's
to be dispatched
so
to purge
good.
the aliens. This call to a crusade became stronger when war reached the High Lords of Terra that the worlds they had controlled in the Timbra subsector on the eastern fringe were no longer paying tithes. And worse still, that their planetary governors were
So
in
I'm gonna
trial to
pause it for
Xenos
a minute.
raids.
So this is again, this is a very common theme whenever the Imperium goes to retake lost territory, is they don't really give a shit until the planets stop paying their taxes.
Yeah, it's like that's when it dings in their system. Like, holy shit! Wait, why is that money?
Oh, they're joining these alien races. Oh well, they're not doing anything over there, and they're just being like, we'll deal with them later. Oh, what's that?
There's no tax money?
There's no tax
Uncle
money.
Uncle Sam needs his money. No, excuse me, the Emperor, he needs his money.
When you find out that the Imperial
I heard there's
government
oil
just
in them, our
the
planets, I
IRS
guess.
goons.
Yeah, I guess new lore. The Imperial Guard is actually just the private military of the IRS.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
like here's the thing. Like when they say taxes, a lot of times it's usually because money means ejected squad in Imperium because currency doesn't mean shit.
See, it's not the IRS, it's the ERS, the Emperor's Revenue Service.
Yes, actually.
Yeah, but one thing they do get is like resources, so like
mining
what kind of-
minerals, raw materials.
they all like men.
People.
Some planets may be good at manufacturing a specific component for like ship construction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so like when those resources stop flowing into the Imperium, like it's a cascading effect. Like the Badab Civil War that like was a mini Horus Heresy is still having ripples, like, even though it happened like a couple hundred years ago. Like there's still economic ripples from that, and then it lasted like 12 years overall the war.
Because of taxes.
Yeah.
Because of taxes.
Because they were a massive mining. It was a massive section of the Imperium that was dealt in just mining extremely rare minerals.
Oh, they
had a lot of them.
Interesting.
They had so much stuff.
Uncle Emperor needs those space shekels. Yes, he does.
Where's my tithes?
Internet Zen for 10, thank you, says best part my war boss Zoggin lived until every single pulse plasma rifle was focused on, and the angry mushroom and the huge steampunk suit coming to crump them. T'au fire warriors go squish, especially in the third.
Oh yeah, once you get into melee with T'au, if you're getting in melee fights with the T'au on the tabletop, it's kind of over.
Yeah. Imperial Revenue Service, that's perfect. Thank you, Pyro.
Yeah.
So the Imperial started to organize and unleash what we know today as the Damocles Gulf Crusade.
Go on. The astropath now had Lucian's complete, undivided attention. The forces of these aliens are even now flooding the entire...
Pause for a sec. Astropaths are what the Imperium uses to communicate intergalactically. They're psychers that specialize in like intergalactic telepathic communication.
Okay, so they're human human telephones.
Get on the psychic discourse.
You are too right, Arco, on that one.
Yeah.
Human telephones.
Yes. But with but it's funnier because they communicate with like images more than words, and so it's actually like, there's a decent amount of interpretation if you're not a very good astropath.
Yeah, you should ask them what's like when a Tyranid fleet is nearby.
That's amazing.
Great.
Also, I apologize for not hitting it earlier. Kick is not giving me notifications, sadly. Pixel, thank you for the raid over there on Kick. I appreciate that. Welcome.
Region, everywhere to the galactic east of the Damocles Gulf, the secessionists are announcing to all who will hear them their joining of this alien empire, this T'au Empire. But, Karizan continued before Lucian could interrupt. But I have been monitoring the distant voices of the Imperium. What of them? Lucian asked, sensing that life in the Timbra subsector was about to get very interesting indeed. A crusade! The astropath's voice cracked as he yelped with something resembling religious ecstasy. Lucian had never before seen the old man so animated. A crusade is being preached even now, my master. Cardinal Gurney preaches war against the T'au. He denounces their lies, and already others have pledged aid or service to him. Who? Lucian's mind raced as he considered the possibility unfolding before him. Who pledges aid to this Gurney against the T'au? Why? Replied Karizan. The fleet, of course. And Brimlock masters even now. 5 regiments and more. 5 regiments of guard have no hope of... Not just them, Karizan interrupted. Lucian let him continue. Inquisitor Grand of the Ordo Xenos, the Astartes, the Iron Hands, the Emperor's Sides, even... And here the astropath leaned towards Lucian. The White Scars.
The Imperium would organize a relatively small military force and deployed it to retake control in the territory in and around the Damocles Gulf from the T'au invaders. The Crusade was based around a dozen capital ships and included 90 regiments of Astra Militarum forces and 5 provisional companies of Space Marines made up from elements of a dozen chapters. And if we follow the lore explained in the 8th edition Space Marine Codex, strangely enough, the Crusade was under the command of an Iron Hands captain.
The Damocles Crusade. The Iron Hands commit several clan companies to the Damocles Gulf Crusade. Judging the other Space Marine chapters present to be too weak, Iron Captain Rumen assumes command. Under his ruthlessly efficient leadership, the T'au are swiftly overwhelmed.
Iron Hands fans are eating good today. Don't worry. They will probably starve for the rest of the year.
And now that we have covered both perspectives and the forces that are...
I'm assuming that's like a small faction that doesn't get any love.
The Iron Hands are one of the original legions of the Crusade
They
to take the
just
galaxy.
never get lore.
They just don't get
Oh.
shit.
They get
Like
shafted.
in
That's
universe,
madness.
they're a huge deal. They're one of the founding legions. Their Primarch died during the Horus Heresy, but GW just doesn't write lore for them.
It's
But-
incredibly sad and depressing.
They're just kind of there then.
Yep.
And then it's depressing because, like you just saw, like that was a Forge Father. Forge Fathers look dope.
Yeah.
Their
They
axes are
don't
cool.
get any acknowledgement whatsoever.
been deployed to fight against the T'au Empire, it's time to get into the battles fought in this war. This is the story of the Damocles Gulf Crusade. The first contact of the Damocles Gulf Crusade against the T'au happened in the High Dust system. 7 T'au warships of approximately cruiser displacement were detected on the edge of the system. The Crusade fleet attacked immediately, but found the T'au ships to be capable of launching powerful torpedo salvos at long range, breaking up the Imperial formation. The fleet unleashed bombers on the enemy ships, but these were countered by T'au escorts launched from the capital ships. It will be a Space Marine strike cruiser supported by Imperial Navy frigates to make the decisive attack. Getting inside the T'au formation, they inflicted heavy damage and discovered that T'au ships lacked broadside firepower. This forced the T'au fleet to disengage and retreat. But one T'au ship was unable to withdraw from the engagement and exploded while the crew was in the process of abandoning their
Oh, that's sad.
Even if, by following the lore of the Rogue Trader Omnibus, these ships were equipped with railguns for offensive capabilities, Tinder very easily overwhelmed the ships of the Crusade in more than one occasion.
The next engagement of the war will come shortly after, with the landing on the planet of Silkel. The Silkel system contained an apparently fertile agri-world, with a population estimated at 7 million T'au. It was defended by a T'au orbital station, a number of system ships, and the remnants of the T'au fleet encountered at Hydas. The Crusade Council appointed Captain Ramman of the Iron Hands to take overall command of the planetary assault. The Imperial fleet first assaulted the space station, fighting against the ships defending it as Space Marines boarded it, slaughtering all the T'au they found inside. The T'au fleet was believed to be there not in defense, but to take on refugees and essential personnel from the planet, which would explain why they disengaged almost immediately and retreated from the conflict in its entirety as fast as possible. As the space station was conquered, the planetary assault started. Heavy landers of the Imperial Guard going down, supported by the war machines of the Aeronautica Imperialis, while the drop pods of the Iron Hands, White Scars and Scythes of the Emperor flew down like meteors to begin the assault on the planet in fall. As the Space Marines established beachhead and landing zones, the Imperial Guard forces started landing in ever-increasing numbers, while the Space Marines moved to achieve their...
I'm sorry, they're just on dirt bikes right now, and
The
they're
White
jumping
Scars
in.
are Mongolians in space, and it's really fucking cool.
And they're on
They
dirt
love
bikes.
to go fast.
It's not. It's a big ass motorcycle. That keep in mind the guy on that's like 8 feet tall, so it's a huge motorcycle.
Okay.
They think of their helmets as like bike helmets, so they don't really wear them unless they're riding, and they usually have swords
Sounds
because
about
they're gonna
right.
melee you. They're gonna melee you as you drive by, because of course they are.
Because why not?
I mean, that guy in the forefront, you can see at the end of his bike, he has a spear.
Yeah.
He's gonna stab that dude.
He's gonna stab the fuck out of you.
Oh,
Just-
dude, he's already lined up. It's done.
It's very
He's
badass seeing a giant mech like trying to shoot these guys down. And they're like, no, we're just gonna spear you to death.
Yeah, it's like the one
It's
guy's
like-
got a power sword. The guy in the front has his fucking a spear ready to stab a dude.
It's like
dope.
that fucking Sam Hyde clip. It's like, no, you're getting a spear instead of a slur.
You're gonna get called.
You're gonna get a
spear.
spear. You're just gonna get a spear.
What
Oh,
is it? Quisero Khan, the current, that's technically former chapter master, is Mega Giga Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
He's got a robotic
amazing.
eagle.
he does. That's right.
It's cool.
It is
It's cool
cool.
as fuck.
objectives, especially the White Scars under command of veteran Sergeant Sarek that were tasked with taking down the enemy leadership. The rest of
Okay, if I saw this guy coming towards me, I would just start praying.
Yeah.
The guy's got a
He played
fucking
dead.
eagle on him.
Again, he's 8 feet tall. That's a huge eagle.
That's a big bird.
That's the
Bird.
size of a small. That's the size of some people.
I mean, to be fair, eagles are pretty fucking big birds.
I'm imagining like just a meme now, just Big Bird knocking down the door. Bonk. Like,
Bird
surprise.
up.
Jubla Khan. That's what I was thinking of.
That's right.
the Crusade engaged T'au troops for the first time. The answer to the invasion was swift and consisted of an extremely well-equipped mechanized infantry formation with armored support. T'au grav tanks, designated as hammerheads, appear to be a close match for the Imperial Guard Limarrasses. The Imperial Guard formation suffered heavy losses when the enemy infantry wearing heavy jump armors ambushed them in rolling ground. Only the swift intervention of the 4th Stormtrooper Company and the sides of the Emperor averted a bloody massacre. As the fighting continued on a relatively lightly defended planet, the White Scars finally reached the command bunker system where the T'au leaders were coordinating the defense. After fighting against drones using stealth technology in the darkness of the bunker, finally Sergeant Sarek reached the main command structure. And there he found the leader of the planet preparing to fight in honorable combat in his battle suit.
The T'au commander drew himself to his full height, ignited his suit's jet and leapt to the floor before the Space Marine. Only 10 meters separated the two warriors, affording Sarek a view of the weapons his adversary carried. He saw instantly that the T'au was equipped for a ranged fight, apparently lacking any form of weapon that could be used in a melee.
Men,
The T'au said to Sarek's surprise.
though we may be enemies, I am duty-bound to offer to you our friendship. We need not fight, you and I. What say you?
Though taken aback by his enemy's question, Sarek answered in the only way he could. T'au, we are foemen. If you wish to surrender, the choice is yours.
Based.
Coagulators believe there is more to life than hate. I hate them.
The square device atop the T'au's armor,
Accurate.
which Sarek took to be some
Accurate.
form of armored sensor block, dipped, perhaps in sadness.
You misunderstand me, human.
The T'au replied.
I do not offer you my surrender. I offer you my friendship, and that all of the T'au. You must join us, or we must fight.
It took
I guess
Sarek
we
a
might
moment
fight.
to simulate the alien's words, for no foe had ever asked him to surrender and to join him. Such a thing was utterly unthinkable, the very notion causing Sarek to bristle in anger. If you truly expect me to throw down my arms and join you, then you do not know honor after all, said Sarek, thumbing the activation stud on the grip of his chainsword and causing it to growl into angry life.
I do not ask you to throw down your arms, for I, like you, am a warrior, and know well what that would mean. I offer you common cause. If you join the T'au Empire, then you may fight for a cause truly worthy of your life. Join the T'au Empire, and we might fight together, not against one another.
You insult me with words, Xenos, spat Sarek by way of reply. Enough with words. Now we fight.
I am feeling the incredible urge of learning Mongolian throat singing now.
Sarek ended up disabling the commander.
You know, if I heard one of them doing that while coming at me, I would also probably just lay down and cry because that's
I
Canon
think
is
they
that
outrightly do that.
my headcanon is that that's what they're blasting over their comms the whole time as they ride into battle.
Yeah.
It's their
Wow.
walking up to their little rock station, like, all right, cool.
That's amazing. Internet Zen says the Minotaur chapter is just the enforcement arm of the Imperial Revenue Service, especially when Space Marines refuse to pay their taxes.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Battlesuit after a violent fight, managing to take him back alive for interrogation by the Inquisitor attached to the Crusade, Inquisitor Grand. At this point, you have to keep in mind
Okay, that guy's just a vampire. That guy's just a vampire, all right? Listen, he's got the clothes, he's got the colors, he's got the face. He's even got the creepy-looking cane with a snake on it. This guy's just a vampire.
Yeah, but he's dope looking though, so.
I didn't say he wasn't. I'm just saying he's a fucking vampire, all right? Emperor's got a
tell him no.
vampire.
Yeah, and they're probably working for us.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
that we are still in Imperial territory, reconquering planets that were taken from us by the T'au infiltrators. To reach the heart of the T'au Empire and take the war directly to the enemy, Imperial forces now needed to traverse the Damocles Gulf, a very dangerous and unstable part of the galaxy that even in the Book of Star of Damocles is considered a barrier separating two different parts of the galaxy. In fact, in the same book as they traverse it, a lot of shit happens, including even a demon invasion on the ship of Lucian Garrett, the main character we follow in this trilogy, head of the Rogue Trader trader house of Arcadius. As the fleet made arrangement to cross the Damocles Gulf to the Imperial designated subsector of Kendral, an expeditionary force was sent to deal with the T'au presence in the Vissel system. Early reconnaissance had revealed the sixth planet to be an ice-covered water world, on which the T'au had established fishery colonies. As no great strategic benefit was evident to controlling the planet, it was subjected to orbital bombardment, melting the ice around the main colonies and destroying them. After a 5-month journey across the Gulf, the Crusade arrived in the Dal'yth system within the Kendral subsector. The outermost planet, Prayen, was protected by an orbital station, and was clearly intended to provide the first line of defense for the entire system. The fleet approach was too casual, assuming the station to be no more dangerous than the ones already encountered. It proved to be much more formidable than predicted, mounting an array of heavy railguns whose first volley crippled the honor of Damlas. The fleet broke formation just as 11 T'au ships emerged from behind Prayen. Keep in mind that the retelling of this battle varies between the codices and the novel of Star of Damocles, but the results are pretty much the same. The fleet escorts attacked the orbital station while the main battle fleet swung towards the T'au ships. The T'au fleet concentrated its attacks against the Regent Lakshimbai, a Dauntless-class light cruiser, which resisted superbly until a lucky shot caused massive bulkhead collapse, which in turn triggered a plasma drive overload, destroying the ship in the violent energies of a newborn sun that disappeared a few moments later. The advantage would be won when the ship of rogue trader Lucian Garrett plunged through the T'au flotilla, subjecting it to violent broadsides as it got perilously close to their main flagship. As the fleet moved to disengage, as they had no broadside capabilities of their own, the rest of the fleet catched on with them, including the Blade of Woe, the flagship of the main admiral of the Damocles Gulf Crusade, bombing the entire fleet to pieces at the cost of 4 of the 12 mainline ships of the Crusade.
That's
now,
alright.
before continuing, there is something I want to point out for everyone. There is 3 mainline explanations of the invasion of Dal'yth Prime. There is the explanation documented in the T'au Codices, the storyline that follows Lucian and the White Scars in the final book of the trilogy of the Rogue Traders, Savage Scars, and the storyline followed in the book Blades of Damocles by Phil Kelly. Useless to say, there is a lot of lore contradictions between each others on what happened and how things truly went, especially in the book of Blades of Damocles. So we try to stitch together the entire story from the 3 different retellings in the best way possible. But to know all events in detail, you will unfortunately have to read all of the different versions for yourself. But I have a personal vendetta against Blades of Damocles, and before this video ends, it will get what it deserves.
Is it that bad?
There's a very good Italian rant.
Really?
I don't know which part, because it's been a while since I read the book, but I don't remember hating it.
I'm sorry, but I haven't actually never read them, so I don't know actually fully.
All I know is that there's a meme section of that book that everyone loves to reference, and involves a certain soon-to-be captain of the Second Company.
Yeah, it's a very good part, and it comes up in the video.
It's pretty damn funny.
Interesting.
Dal'yth was a marginally different beast to tackle than all other planets of the Damocles Gulf Crusade had invaded by that point. It was not a recently converted Imperial world or newly founded colony, but instead it was a T'au Sept world, heavily populated and heavily defended. And unfortunately for the Imperials, the best commanders of the T'au Empire were all present on it. Commander Puretide was on the planet, together with his pupils, Icewind, Shadow Sun, and Farsight.
For comparison, imagine trying to invade Ultramar while Marneus Calgar, Cato Sicarius, Severus Sageman, and Duriel Ventris are all on it ready to defend the planet.
As the Imperial fleet reached low orbit on the planet, what was known as Operation Pluto would commence. An all-out Imperial assault starting with the forces of the Space Marines drop-podding near the main cities and outposts of the planet in designated landing zones, securing them to allow the Imperial Guard and the Titans of the Mechanicas to deploy on the planet, as the Space Marines moved out and attacked vital infrastructure and communication relays of the T'au world.
Sarek activated a tactical display within his helmet. Reams of battlefield and command scripts suddenly appearing across his field of vision. Status runes indicating that the 6 White Scars drop pods were all safely down, and the 30 warriors were all deployed as per their mission orders. A line of text scrolling across the lower portion of his vision told him that the other Space Marine contingents were also on the way, each with the objective of destroying one of the sensor pylons that formed an extensive network across the entire surface of Dal'yth. The White Scars were one of the smaller contingents amongst the 200 or so Space Marines accompanying the Crusade. The Ironheads, Ultramarines in the size of the Emperor, far more numerous. The Ultramarines in the size of the Emperor were each spearheading one of the other 2 main assault groups, with the smaller squads of the other chapters each attacking a secondary objective. Despite this, or perhaps because of it, Sarek was determined that his chapter will claim its share of the glory, and he will lead his brethren to victory. General Gage's main force would only be able to land once a bloody wound had been torn in the heart of the aliens' defense network. Satisfied that the assault groups were all on target, Sarek scanned the surrounding area for his own objective. A kilometer distant, in the midst of a cluster of tall rock columns, Sarek located the massive T'au sensor pylon. "White scars!" Sarek shouted above the high-pitched whip crack of T'au projectiles splitting the air overhead. "Move out!" With savage joy welling within him, he added, "Let's complete our mission before the Ultramarines complete theirs!" Gage faced Lucian and the others of the Crusade Council who had assembled to witness the assault on Dal'yth Prime. "Gentlemen," the scarred, craggy-faced veteran soldier addressed his fellow councillors. "Phase 1 of Operation Pluto is underway."
As orbital batteries hammered into the T'au defense positions, the Ultramarines instead decided to deploy to invade the city of Gelbrin directly, the capital of the planet and the only city equipped with a starport platform. While at the beginning the Ultramarine squads that landed, commanded even by Sergeant Numitor and Sergeant Sicarius.
Yes, that cut Sicarius before he became captain. I'm observing you. Quote a meme and I'm biting you.
Found success in overwhelming the T'au defenders, that success will soon fade. The T'au had gathered a lot of info in the invasion of their outlying colonies on the strengths and strategies of the human forces, and had already prepared a defense plan to counter the invasion of Dal'yth. Armored transports and mantas of T'au fire warriors started deploying and assaulting the Ultramarines' landing zones, supported by some of the pupils of Commander Farsight that deployed in heavy battlesuits to counter the advance of the Space Marines, armed with more powerful weapons to bypass their resistance and armor. The Space Marines were soon repelled from their landing zones and forced to take shelter in the T'au structures they had already conquered, as they were being targeted by concentrated strikes all over the surface of the city. The Ultramarines in response would even deploy ancient dreadnoughts to contend with the battlesuits decimating their forces. But while this move would prove slightly successful, it was still not enough. And it is here that one of the T'au commanders would realize how ancient and hateful the species they were fighting against truly was. After defeating one of the dreadnoughts that had been deployed, Commander Bravestorm made the mistake of looking inside.
Bravestorm held his plasma rifle steady and extruded a hand from his battlesuit shield gauntlet. Gripping the blackened metal of the machine's midsection, he carefully lifted the flaking hull plate up and outward, leaning forward to peer inside. The creature that stepped back made his breath catch. A twisted and grotesque figure was trapped inside, all barrel chest and atrophied stumps. It stared up at him from sunken sockets, its undisguised hatred almost palpable. Wires and tubes penetrated its horrifically abused body in 100 places. It wheezed, red-black fluid spilling from a broken jaw that worked and gummed as if it could click back into place through willpower alone. A glut of milky liquid poured from around its sutured waist as it jerked, spitting a gobbet of half-clotted blood onto Bravestorm's ochre paintwork. Bravestorm's sensor suit performed a threat analysis as the liquid burned through his synth layer. The clot was laced with a potent acid. The commander recoiled as the thing's stink was filtered through his olfactory relay, and the battlesuit jerked upright in response. His auto-trans flashed, spool script rendering the creature's slurred words in the T'au lexicon. "Dying in pain, a foreign worm thing." Standing upright, the commander placed a hoof-like foot upon the creature's torso and triggered the punch cylinder under its soul. A thin tube of titanium thumped into the thing's winged flesh before withdrawing with a neat click. The device was intended for geological analysis, installed by the Earth caste to be used whenever the T'au set foot on a new world. But Bravestorm knew from experience he could read biological information just as well. Keeping one eye on the plasma rifle's designator, he used the other to scan the assessment screen in the rounded corner of his cocoon. The necrotic thing was human, or a close derivative. Extensive tissue damage, rejuvenation scars, and the commander looked again in horror. Somehow, the vile thing was over 6,000 years old. A macabre realization crept through Bravestorm's mind. This abomination had been trapped in its armored war coffin long before the T'au's ancestors had first emerged from their caves. What manner of enemy were they fighting upon Dal'yth? "Kill me, vexing fool," spooled the autotrans. "Kill me, or I shall haunt you until death." Bravestorm triggered his plasma rifle, and the creature met its final
Based.
The drop was heavily contested, but in the end proved successful. The Ultramarines specifically...
Base? How dare you? That's heretical.
No, if he asks for death, give it to him.
How dare. That is an ancient repository of knowledge that was just murdered.
He murdered in a pretty cool way, though.
He did.
He spit acid on the T'au, which is very based, also.
He did.
I agree.
Space Marines can spit acid, by the way.
Yes.
I wish I could do that so that my esophagus wasn't damaged.
Damn.
Oh god.
Oof.
I don't know. That might damage it more.
I was gonna say, be careful when you kiss someone.
Oh, damn.
Oh, goodness.
Numitor and Sicarius even ended up engaging in combat against Commander Farsight.
Like a
Their
snake.
efforts heavily wounding and almost drowning Farsight when they disabled his battlesuit over a reservoir. Farsight will manage to escape the two Ultramarines just barely. With the direct invasion of Gelbrin countered, the armies of the Imperium started landing on the planet with ever-increasing frequency. The heavy landers of the God Machines unleashing Imperial Titans on the planet, while the Imperial Guard coordinated with the Space Marines to prepare an advance on the capital. The mission of the White Scars and the other minor contingent will be successful, and the communication pylons of the T'au were reduced to rubble by melta-bombs. It is at this point that the armies of the Imperium will commence their advance through the planet to reach and attack once again Gelbrin, to conquer it and corner the T'au on the planet, as they could not get reinforcements or retreat without control of the starport. Lucian Gerrit would even deploy on the ground to fight in command of the Rakarshan Rifles Imperial Guard Regiment, and they followed in the wake of the Space Marines, the Armored Formations and the Titans as they advanced like a spearhead for the rest of the human forces. As they advance towards the capital, however, things will start to complicate. Ever-increasing presence of drones, battlesuits, and especially stealth suits will start causing problems to the formation. Those problems became a lot more urgent when the first Titan of the Mechanicas was destroyed. As the Warhound Titans advanced like a spearhead towards the city of Gelbrin, T'au Mantas, guided by their artificial intelligence, were stalking hidden in the vegetation surrounding the main road of the city, and using a
It was at that moment Bravestorm knew the Talva fucked up.
To be fair, that is more of a shock to the Imperial. I was like, oh fuck, they killed a goddamn Titan. This is.
I think he's talking about with the Dreadnought.
Oh,
That's what the guy's name was.
Yeah. With the real, like, oh fuck, this thing's older than me. Like the entirety of my civilization. That's alarming.
Yeah. Also, that is a mecha from the Imperium. Holy shit.
Hey, that's the smallest of the Titans.
Yeah, that's a Warhound. Isn't
That's a scouting
Warhound.
Titan.
That's a
as
Scout
well.
Titan.
Those are the Titans.
That's stupid.
They're babbies.
It's only 3 people who pilot it. It's a baby one.
Hmm.
No, those piloted by one person.
Nope, 3. 1 guy in the head, 1 guy for each arm.
Okay.
You're saying his head?
Yeah, there's a guy. They're in
It's
the
too
head.
late for those kinds of jokes. It's too late.
Ah.
We already got all that energy out of Attari. Gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You should have been awake.
How dare.
I dare. Shut up.
support contingent of T'au spotters started raining missiles on the advancing armored formations. The first salvo of missiles was repelled by the Warhound voice shields, but the second was too much even for them to contain.
And then another salvo of missiles came screaming in from a high angle. The faintest glint of red light reflected from the side of the Warhound's canine head. A second later, half a dozen missiles slammed into that exact point. The Warhound's void shields had been stripped, and even though the ornate cockpit was heavily armored, it exploded as the missiles struck. The mighty war machine staggered backwards, its machine system suddenly bereft of control. "Get clear!" Sarek bellowed, ducking back inside his carrier as the driver gunned its engines. "Animus Ferox is wounded." Folding down a periscopic sight, Sarek witnessed the last moments of the Animus Ferox as his armored carrier powered away from the Titan's awesomely destructive death throes. The Titan shook, as if its war spirit fought to keep its crippled form upright even without the guidance of the Princeps, who had been killed the instant the missiles had destroyed the head. Then, one of its mighty clawed feet slipped, and the towering machine listed precariously to one side. The last thing Sarek saw before his rhino bore him away was the entire machine toppling to the ground, thick black smoke boiling from the ragged wound where its cockpit head had been. Then Sarek's rhino was shaken violently as the Warhound hammered into the road and an instant later exploded. Secondary explosions ripped out, the rhino's driver fighting all the while to maintain control of the bucking armored transport. Orange flames licked at the edge of Sarek's scope, and the pristine white heraldry of his transport was turned to scorched black by the raging fires of the Warhound's destruction.
At that point, Space Marine squadrons needed to be deployed to take out spotters and protect heavy armors and titans. This and the violent defense that was now forming from the T'au forces on the planet ended up splitting the spearhead into infantry, Space Marines, and heavy armor supporting titans. It is during these assaults that Lucian and the Rakartian rifles would encounter the Krut forces for the first time, being repelled back by their numbers and the savagery they showed, seeing them devouring the corpses of the fallen even while under last gunfire. The T'au counterattacks stole the momentum of the Imperial advance, and the front stabilized on the line of a broad river some 20 miles north of Gelbrin. The forces led by Farsight and Shadowsun started repelling attacks that advanced on the city and destroying marines and transports wherever they could be found as a matter of urgency. And fighting on the planet went on day and night, with the nights being especially deadly as the Krut advance could proceed in stealth between defense lines, and the T'au battlesuits were a lot better equipped for combat in the darkness. Meanwhile, Squad Numitor and Squad Sicarius ended up infiltrating an Earthcast underground complex to try and advance on a presumed command location 100 miles from the capital. Advancing above ground was impossible as the T'au had air superiority and could bomb them to pieces before they even got close to the command bunkers. It is here that one of the most famous Cato Sicarius moments would happen, and I'm including it only because I think...
Go ahead.
Oh, no, just what's gonna happen next.
Oh, okay.
Ultramarine fans would crucify me if I didn't. The moment Sergeant Numitor and Sicarius came face to face with a T'au diplomat for the first time.
You shall not escape, Xenos! He shouted, storming forward with anger writ large upon his features. The T'au civilian was lying close at hand, fallen on the far side of the room amidst a confusion of shattered plastics. Its dark almond eyes were wide open in some alien approximation of terror. Numitor's lips curled back involuntarily at the sight of it. The T'au was little larger than a Calvine Ute, with a malnourished look to it. Its long, frail fingers reached towards him imploringly. It smelled of meadow flowers over the antiseptic tank of bleach, and the beat of its heart stuttered on the cusp of his hearing.
Wait, Sire Warrior.
It said in perfect I got it.
That was a random
I'm no
woman.
threat to you. I'm regarded poorly even amongst my own.
That's a random woman noise. Holy shit. Does he ever have women on the channel?
This is the first time he's needed one. This was like this is someone from the Discord who volunteered. He basically added everyone. He's like, I need a woman for voice acting. And this is the only person who was.
But I think after this point, he uses Lumi for a lot of them.
He used Lumi for some of them. This is not Lumi, I don't think.
Oh, did he
I swear
really?
to God, it is.
I don't think so. We should check. I will check the credits of the video. It might be there.
Yeah.
No, Beazle Bubbles.
Oh, okay.
I knew it wasn't Lumi because I saw the ad everyone because we all yelled at him.
I swear it sounded like her for a second. Maybe I'm going crazy.
Okay.
Maybe we should ask you to get Aqua in there next time.
Yeah.
That'll make Twitter more mad. Do it.
Do what?
Next time he needs a female voice, just offer to do it.
Oh. But I'm not a woman.
You can pull it off though. That's the funny part.
Yeah, that's what pisses me off. I mean, I'm not complaining. People like my voice, so I'm not gonna be mad. But it's just like,
listen, Twitter would be mad and it would be funny. Therefore, do it.
I don't want to get Pontius in trouble. That's the thing. Pontius doesn't deserve that.
Pontius does not care,
Pontius is trouble because he likes to start fights anyway with people.
Yes.
All right. Well, the next time he asks for a woman, you can volunteer me. If he wants it, he can have it. Okay. Really quickly, Shadow Walker for 18 months. It's a year and a half. Thank you. Evening, y'all. Hope the learning is going well. Pontius is a good source. I would say so. Yeah. So far, I am learning that the blue people are a bunch of bitches.
Accurate.
That's what I'm learning. And then Internet Zen for 10 says, as an orc, the Imperial Titans are so pathetic they should not work just because of how top heavy they are. Orc Stampas and Gargants are more practical mechs, and Orc Tech operates on Mech Boy bullshitium.
Shut the fuck up, Zen. I swear to God.
Aqua can voice a female custody. Shut up, chat. All right, you know what? I'll at Pontius. Hey, if you ever need a voice for a female custody,
look what we have done.
I am your guy. Girl.
/ woman.
I can do both.
That's kind of hilarious, though.
Son of McCragger, thank you for the 10. Yes, I, the great Cato Sicarius, am the greatest Cato Sicarius that ever ultramarine.
Oh, that fucking meme.
Shadow, don't worry. I have the meme. I'm gonna send them for, but it's gonna be at the end of the video because otherwise it's just gonna spoil things.
The meme.
We probably, well, actually, we're 35 minutes into this. We might finish it. We'll see.
Yeah, we will. We're good.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
His brow furrowed. The creature's voice was strangely human. Somehow, it was speaking with the tones of a young woman, and with a McCracken accent at that.
You have the bearings of a knight, sire.
It's sad, its accent becoming even more refined.
An honored and noble warrior tradition. I see in the heraldic devices you wear. They're the marks of your forefathers, are they not?
Numitor raised his pistol, debating whether or not to waste another bolt. The creature knew too much about them already, that was plain.
Would your forefathers be proud to see you cut down a helpless, unarmed female?
I don't think they give a shit, woman. I think that they would say, mow down even more for me, son.
We'll see. Let's see what happens, Akko.
Asked the young T'au, her honeyed voice all innocence but for the barest hint of reproach.
Would the king amongst kings you must venerate be impressed? He whose code you follow?
Numitor thought of Robute Gilliman in that instant, of how the Primarch would have acted in this situation.
Oh wait, pause it for a second.
What's up?
What's the meme? All I could think of when it says that line is the it's, I've tried to remember exactly how it's worded, but the I have nothing but contempt for your backwards religion, so this argument might not work on me. But if I use it on you, maybe I'll do it.
Mizu,
You'll do what I want.
Yes, that's literally.
That actually might be the meme like made manifest right here. Like, would your religion that I totally hate be happy with you?
Yeah.
That's exactly what's happening right now, Mizu. Thank you.
Yes.
Well, because they literally, I mean, she literally says it. She says the god you must venerate. It's like, okay, buddy.
Oh, Pyro for 5 says, "Hey Zen, how many orcs spawn after encountering salamanders?" Well, that's for Internet Zen Master to answer.
No, the answer to that is not many.
Yeah. I've never had somebody like super chat just to ask somebody else in the chat something. That's I've never had that happen before. That's no. I'm fine with it. Listen, I'm fine with it. I'm just like, I was just confused. I've never seen that happen before. They would celebrate.
He was unsure. Amante had the creature's eyes fixed on hers, its repulsive face twisted in crude caricature as warring emotions passed across it. She could do this. She had it partially entangled in her full lasso already. Her hand crept slowly, painfully, to subtly press-click the cabinet where she had hidden her pulse pistol. At this range, it will take a single pull of the trigger, especially if she was lucky enough to make a headshot. The human warrior was mighty indeed, but slow of wit. It wore its psyche plainly on its features.
That's not very nice. They don't need to be super duper smart. They've got big guns for a reason.
Well, they are. It's just the T'au is like
smart.
Yeah, it's just the T'au is overconfident as fuck.
Well, not to mention that water casts do, I swear to God, they do have some mumbo jumbo for diplomacy, which makes them very agreeable.
Fair.
Even though it was bestial in appearance, it was dressed in armor that bore honor markings and medallions, giving hints of a warrior brotherhood that valued glory and accomplishment. It was a simple, unsubtle angle she had taken, to play to the monster's twisted sense of justice, but it was proving effective. Already the creature was hesitating, bound by the contradictions of its own value system. It was, as the Golden Ambassador had once said, notions and codes can stay Akila's hand as effectively as any net. Perhaps it will be enough.
I am nothing to a lord such as you.
She continued, her deft fingers finding the handle of the pulse pistol and curling to bring it inch by inch into a grip.
Our own warrior caste does not match itself against harmless civilians. Instead, they seek to engage the strongest foes they can find, the better to win true glory.
The brute was listening. If she could hold its attention for a few more moments. Numitor stared down at the T'au civilian. The creature was a weakling, almost despicable, but part of him had to concede it at a point. If the Space Marines were to kill the planet's civilians as well as its military, the campaign on Dal'yth will soon grind to a halt. Perhaps his energies were better spent elsewhere.
Many of our warrior castes dwell just beyond this chamber.
The young female continued.
Worthier opponents for a true knight, who values honor and skill. Would you instead choose to sully your hands with the blood of unarmed civilians?
She brought a blocky pistol out from nowhere, whipping it towards Numitor's head. Yes, said Cato Sicarius, barreling past his fellow sergeant to stamp the creature hard into the floor. Numitor heard its ribs break into flinders within its chest.
Back it up
Sicarius
a second.
spat on its
What
corpse.
happened? Because you laughed. Back it up like 5 seconds.
Okay. I'll go 10.
Said Cato Sicarius, barreling past his fellow sergeant to stamp the creature hard into the floor. Numitor heard its ribs break into flinders within its chest. Sicarius spat on its corpse, pushing onwards into the gloom. Shaking himself free of the creature's mental manipulation, Numitor set off after his brother. The clatter and stamp of charging ultramarines closed behind him.
As Numitor,
The bitch
Sicarius
was
and his
rolling
forces
crit
advance
20
more and
after
more
crit
into the
20 on speech. And then out of nowhere,
And then
the
Cato
barbarian
Sicarius just walks up, like curb stomps her chest into the floor and walks away.
He's like, "What do you? Would you sell your head? Yeah."
Yeah. Fuck
Gilliman would give
you.
a high five after this. What do you mean?
Like high five, brother. Yeah.
Speaking-
Her biggest flaw was saying, "What would your father do?"
He was
Speaking of women, Amal, thank you for the raid on Twitch and Kick. Welcome into the chat, everybody. We are learning
Thank you,
about Warhammer 40k lore, and a space marine just pummeled a woman into the ground because she insulted his religion. Going to be honest with you, that's pretty based.
detected, boot administered.
Internet Zen, thank you for the 10. Counterpoint Pyro. Orcs encounter salamanders on Armageddon. Salamanders clearly suck at their jobs as pyros if orcs are still there and overrunning the planet. Again.
I love super chat beef happening right now.
This is
It's
super
great.
chat.
I'm fine with that. I don't mind. I'm just surprised. It's never happened to me before.
Chat
Funny.
beef, yes.
Chat beef. Oh, T'au versus the T'au versus orcs are going here. Chat. You know what? Just for you guys, we'll do a T'au versus orcs poll in the chat. Who is winning right now? T'au
doesn't seem fair.
orcs.
That seems kind of skewed.
Actually, you know what? Shoot, I'm gonna reset that. There's a better poll I can make. I'm gonna make a better poll to make everybody pissed off. Who is winning right now? T'au? Orcs? Third option, obviously humans. All right, chat.
Obviously, you know the
Vote.
answer, chat.
Vote who's gonna win.
Oh my god.
And the humans are winning! Sweet. All right, let's continue.
Underground laboratories of the T'au Earthcaster, they would end up entering a combat simulation zone where they would have to face experimental weapons of the T'au, including heavy stealth and combat battlesuits. But to their horror,
Heavy
one of
stealth.
the enemies they ended up facing was not a T'au, but other space marines. The T'au had recovered armors of the Ultramarines directly from previous engagements and bioengineered simulacras of space marines to train their own troops in battle.
Sicarius
They
shoulder
teamed
charged
with the
Numitor
Space
hard,
Marines.
smashing him
I forgot
aside
they
and
did
taking
that.
a killing bolt on his pauldron instead. It was not the first time he had taken a hit from a bolt shell, but its detonation still hurt like hell. He turned with the impact and pivoted in a sweeping circle, his tempest blade lashing out to take the barrel from the Space Marine's bolter before he could fire another shot. "We're on the same side, damn you!" shouted Numitor as he scrabbled upward from the sand. Shock and protest mingled in his voice. 9 more unidentified Ultramarines were converging on their positions, bolters raised to the shoulder. Sicarius readied his blade. That was the gun stance of T'au line infantry, not that of the Adeptus Astartes. These were not allies. This was not a case of mistaken identity. This was the twisted science of the T'au writ large. Sicarius read the battlefield at a glance. In the middle stands, the silhouettes of incoming assault marines were getting closer, gaining on the much closer tactical marines. They were hurtling over a wasteland of crushed ember and verdigris brass, vaulting bombed-out ruins that jutted at all angles. Sicarius remembered the crunch of that shattered ember underfoot, their memory fresh from when he had crossed swords with the T'au for the first time. The war zone was a perfect replica of Vespertine's suburban desolation. Now, however, it was his own brethren he would fight.
And this is the last time we will cover events from the Book of Blades of Damocles, because from this point on, the book contradicts canon lore pretty much of all codices and books written before it. As I said, this book is going to get what it deserves in a bit. On the surface, the situation only got worse. The T'au will move mainly at night to assault the Imperial-held positions, moving at extreme range only to withdraw at dawn. Space Marines combat patrols helped, but the losses continued to mount. Meanwhile, in space, a new T'au fleet was forming from the inner part of their empire to counter-invade Dal'yth and annihilate the Damocles Gulf Crusade for good. The reinforcements that had been promised to the advancing Crusade never materialized, most probably for interference of Inquisitor Grand.
Wait, why would the Inquisitor stop the reinforcements?
Scipio, Lucian and the Inquisitor, together with Sarek and Ramman, are part of the Crusade Council, a congregation of influential individuals like Cardinal Esau Gurney and others that will decide by vote how to proceed during the Crusade and how to continue the fighting. Gurney and Grand were part of one of the two factions of the Crusade. We can call them the Annihilationist and the Diplomatic factions. To put it simply, for example, the Admiral, the General of the Imperial Guard, Lucian, Sarek, and some others were of the idea of not destroying the T'au completely. Just make a show of strength to keep them away, and maybe even conquer and enslave them under the Imperium.
Nah, fuck them. Fuck all of them. They're aliens. You gotta destroy every single one of them. My personal opinion.
No, we gotta force them to give our resources, Akko. That's how.
It's pretty expensive, though, Akko. It'd be cheaper just to tax them.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, that's true.
Taxation is theft, and stealing from Xenos is based.
Fair.
So
Fair.
Instead, Gurney, Grand, and others.
See, but what if they don't want to, like...
Then you shoot them. It's a pretty simple deal.
What do you mean? What if they don't want to?
What if they
like,
end
have
up
an option?
not wanting to pay taxes?
We're already showing what happens if they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't really have a choice.
Yeah.
Just like real life. Oh.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Kendra is, like, coming in with the steel chair against Mugen.
Oh, damn.
Isn't everybody right now?
No, but let me listen to what Kendra is said here. This is absolutely amazing here. I'm going to pull this up. My apologies. I just think that the Kendra's like slapping. Never have I seen a man lack so much self-worth barely 4 months into the year. You'd rather be the lapdog of your own downtown slumlord hooker than get a real job. Now I know you're dating these girls. Frankly, they can do better than dating a drama slop tuber.
Jesus.
Damn, Kendra be smoking.
He's already dead.
Kendra's coming in with the steel chair.
Whoa!
I think that this is fair.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
I love Kendra's amazing, chat. You gotta follow Kendra. Do I have a button for Kendra on my friends? I do. She's one of the few I need. I need to add all of my friends, but go follow Kendra.
So we're of a different idea. Exterminate all of them. Doesn't matter the method. If exterminatus, even better.
And?
As the Crusade ground to a halt on the planet, Grand made his move. He dissolved the Council under his inquisitorial authority and announced that all human forces on the ground were to evacuate in 24 hours. If they failed, Grand would deploy a virus bomb on the planet, no matter who was left on it. He pretty much gave the Imperials an ultimatum. Get off the planet or die with it. Keep in mind, I am jumping a lot of events of the Rogue Trader trilogy because they don't connect directly with the military efforts of the Damocles Gulf Crusade. This trilogy is filled to the brim with Imperial politics and intrigue. So, you will have to read it yourself to see the background authority battles fought in the Crusade between factions. The lack of reinforcements meant that the Crusade was completely outmatched in case of the arrival of a new fleet. And more T'au reinforcements were touching on the ground of Dal'yth every single day. At this revelation, General Gouge, Lucian, Sarek, and Ramman formulated what would become known as Operation Hydra. At this point, they were fighting Croods, battlesuits, and even stealth suits of the T'au on a daily basis. And they had only 24 hours left before the planet would be destroyed. Operation Hydra was the last move the diplomatic faction could make. A lightning fast advance committing all of their forces to reach the city of Gelbrin, passing through the river, and an untouched bridge that connected to the city directly. All forces moved together. The Titans of Legio Thanataris moving supported by all the contingents of Space Marines left on the ground by that point, with their transports and Predator tanks. with the Imperial Guard and their armors following closely behind. A desperate final assault against an increasingly desperate defender. As the forces started moving towards Gelbrin, the resistance of the T'au stiffened. Some of them even equipping their battlesuits with the equivalent of plasma bombs for self-destruction if disabled. The Titans started pocketing the city of Gelbrin with their weapons as they passed in the water, while the Space Marines cleared the bridge and shot at everything that moved on the opposite side with little mercy. The advance won them a lot of ground, but they ended up stopping again in the assault of the city a mere 5 miles from the starport. At that point, more and more transports of the T'au were visible, but not ferrying reinforcements, but evacuating them. The Space Marines kept their honorable stance in all of this, as did the T'au. The T'au refused to attack surrendered troops or Space Marine apothecaries on the battlefields, and the Marines did the same, letting the T'au recover their deads unscathed and evacuating civilians without interruption. The battle continued for all day and all night, until the Space Marines conquered the last bunkers at the base of the spaceport, assaulting it directly and even downing a T'au transport suspected of carrying on it people of importance and even Ethereals. The battle was won, but at an high cost. Hundreds of Marines lay dead, together with tens of thousands of guardsmen and several titans. This wouldn't really stop the plan of Inquisitor Grand, however, that still wanted to bomb the planet. He only stopped when an envoy of Lord Inquisitor Krypnan arrived to the Damocles Gulf Crusade flagship, demanding an audience with all of the members of the Council. The envoy of Lord Inquisitor Krypnan carried a very single order: retreat, regroup, and converge on the planet of Ultramar. A new xenospecies of incredible power and ferocity was just discovered, and was advancing towards the homeworld of the Ultramarines. And for those that have the knowledge to understand, this was the Tyranids, and their very first Hive Fleet attacking the Imperium, Hive Fleet Behemoth. This still will not stop the plans of Inquisitor Grand, that still programmed to exterminatus the planet anyway before leaving, but he will get his comeuppance anyway. I will not spoil how, it is satisfying in the books to read. At that point, the T'au were expecting Imperial reinforcements to arrive, while the Imperials knew that there were none, and now they had to retreat by order of Inquisitor Krypnan. In the end, the T'au could have encircled and destroyed the Crusade fleet, but thanks to the lies of the daughter of Lucian, Brielle, that has a more overarching story in the background of the Crusade, they believe this attack to be...
Okay. That's definitely... You put a woman like that on screen, and I'm not supposed to simp for this kind of woman?
I know.
I was going to say, it's in our Christian server, you can't do this to
I know. I know. It's crazy. Pyro, thank you for the 10. A, no one ever complains about getting money. B, salamanders are not the temperament to go out and kill Xenos when there are civilians to protect unless they're Eldar.
Are they still fun? God damn it. They're still...
Yeah, yeah.
Only a probing effort by the Imperium of Men. So they decided, seeing the situation of both their forces and those of the enemy, to ask for a parley, that the Imperium granted.
Then the T'au had come before the council. Few of those crowded into the council chamber had even laid eyes on their foe. In fact, most had never before confronted any type of sentient alien. When Aura and his Firecast honor guard had entered the chamber, utter silence had descended. The Space Marines had watched impassively, not acknowledging the alien's presence, but at least refraining from pumping a magazine full of mass reactive explosive rounds into their heads. The Adeptus Astartes had far larger concerns than the T'au. Sarek had told Lucian before the session, concerns that made these comparatively benign aliens pale into utter insignificance. The initial discussions had been stilted and difficult, with the T'au envoy making all manner of veiled threats. Yet Lucian had brought into play every ounce of his diplomatic skill, drawing on a lifetime's experience of trading with all manner of societies and races the length and breadth of the Imperium. With Rain's blessing, Lucian had imparted something of the coming Tyranid swarm, though he had twisted the truth to suggest that the T'au were actually more dangerous than the Imperium. It was hoped that in doing so, the T'au would allow the Imperium to depart unopposed while they fortified their worlds against the coming storm, and cause them to focus all of their efforts against the Tyranids. Whether or not the envoy had entirely believed him, Lucian could not be sure, but regardless, face was saved and honor maintained, and the T'au had not only agreed to allow the fleet to disengage, but the seeds of future cooperation had been sown.
Both sides ended up retreating to lick their wounds, and this was the official end of the Damocles Gulf Crusade. I don't get why Lexicanum includes the battles of Viorlos on the same page, as the battle happened after the Crusade retreated, and mainly because the Scarlords were left stuck in the Damocles Gulf because of warp interference, but to be honest there is no other place to place it, as it was an independent battle fought against T'au forces, so I won't hold it against Lexicanum. Now both the Imperium and the T'au had measured each other's in battle, assessing the power of each other's in the meantime, and gaining a newfound respect for their armies. But while this was not much for the Imperium of Men, the invasion of Dal'yth would end up scarring the T'au Empire for generations to come. As we learn in the book of Farsight, Crisis of Fate, where Farsight would remark that while the water caste was trying to spin Dal'yth as a glorious victory, it was anything but.
The commander had long held the opinion the water caste was pitching its agenda a little too forcefully. It was a falsely bright summation of the war, and it did little honor to those who had given their lives to win it. The rebuilding of the city was complete. The stories of conquest so well told they were like old friends. But there was not a soul upon Dal'yth who had remained unaffected by the Imperial invasion. For the water caste to pretend that T'au had won an unequivocal victory was an obvious lie, and it cast doubt upon everything they imparted alongside it. The T'au civilians nearby did not even glance at the informative broadcasts, walking through the legs of warring hollows as if they were not there. Farsight knew from experience many senior firecast were growing tired of the constant reassurance that all was well. Even a child could see that wasn't true. The Imperial invasion was a display of vulgar but terrifying power, repelled only at a great cost. Only Farsight and his immediate team knew just how close it had come to tearing the Sept world apart completely.
I have to pause because it's a 20, and I gotta read 20s like as soon as I get them, as often as I can. Internet Zen.
No, you're fine.
20 says, as an orc player, I have to defend the Salamander's honor here.
God.
Half of the BS they deal with is because they get stuck working with Marines benevolent in lore. As for Eldar thing, that's on the knife ears, not Vulcan.
Oh God, fucking damn it.
Yeah, Attari, why would you do that? That's fucked up.
You're forgetting about I'm the Drakari more
Yeah,
aligned.
Who the
more.
hell invades?
Yeah, you're a goth knife here. That's even
Who
better.
invades-
That's even
invades
worse.
Doctrine half the time. God damn it.
Yeah, who made Vulcan so angry at the knife ears, huh?
I wonder.
I
Who did
wonder.
that? Mizu, reign your boy toy.
I wonder indeed.
What the frick?
Alright, let's continue.
Not for a twist of fate that had sent the Imperials back to guard their own holdings, there would be nothing of Dal'yth Prime left to defend. It was a truth that no one was giving voice to, but it hung over them all like a thundercloud, no matter the water caste's attempt to disperse it.
For how much I hate to say it, how did the T'au lose against the Imperium in this frangent? They have technologies that can counter everything the Imperium has pretty easily. Shouldn't they have won the campaign fast and hard?
For a very simple principle, Pio, that I'm sure even you can understand, and that I will let Mr. House from Fallout New Vegas explain to you.
Until the NCR showed them that ideological purity and shiny power armor don't count for much when you're outnumbered 15 to 1. The world has no use for emotionally unstable.
See, it doesn't matter if you've got a cooler gun than I do. I've got 5 buddies, and you're alone. So I think you're just gonna lose.
So give me
Techno
your wallet,
fetishists.
nerd.
Just wipe them out, will you?
And now we come back to the Book of Blades of Damocles, written by writer Phil Kelly. Now, there is a reason we discarded this book when it became too lore uncompliant to be followed. And that is because Phil Kelly is literally retconning all the lore of the T'au. And for several T'au fans that I asked to help in the video, especially in locating sources, this man is the literal manifestation of Erebus before the T'au race. I have not found a single T'au fan that doesn't actively hate him and his handling of the T'au lore in the books. But that is a secondary problem. Blades of Damocles is until now the worst 40k book I've ever read in my fucking life. This book has so little respect for your time that it is actively insulting to read it. It is over 400 pages long, and in those 400 pages you find only boredom, useless details that amount to nothing, and constant waste of time on stuff that in the end is neither interesting nor relevant to the story of the invasion of Dal'yth. Now, personally, I have zero interest in politics and intrigue, especially when they make up half of the fucking T'au books. That is not a complaint on the book, it is my personal taste. But here we truly went overboard. Entire chapters detailing single engagements in the most uninteresting way possible. An entire half chapter wasted during an active invasion on court-martialing Farsight for saving his own life. Thing that made him in between castes for the T'au because he repaired his own battle suit.
Did you want to add to that?
No, it's because it goes back to that T'au caste system again, where apparently, because as is said later early in the video, like how Farsight nearly drowned in the fucking ravine or some shit.
Yeah.
The goddamn T'au held a court martial because they thought him rebooting his goddamn suit was a bit too Earth casty. Like, where'd you learn that, bro?
Yeah, he was fixing his suit so he didn't drown inside of it, and they're like, "You're not supposed to do that."
Like, that's Earth cast shit, bro. You're supposed to shoot gun, not fish.
Like, where did you? The more important question was, where the fuck did you learn how to do that?
Why use wrench? Why not gun?
Even like early in the book, like with that little meme segment with Sicarius booting that woman in the chest, she was hiding underground because she was scared to shit because she made a fucking ornament.
Yeah.
That's not supposed to be what she does. She's supposed to say the funny words. You're not supposed to make shit.
That's interesting. By the way, I might have to get up in a moment because my green filament is about to empty, and I'm gonna have to like replace it.
Refill.
Well, I don't have a refill of green. I'm just gonna have to tell the printer to print the rest with the red one, which is gonna make this 3D print look very weird because it's supposed to be a card holder, and it was supposed to be all green for the green Pokemon. But I'll make the very top of it red. Like the last 50 layers are gonna be red. So, you know, it's going to look weird, but, you know, that's what I get for choosing to print with a color that literally had less than 200 grams left in it.
Bad,
It'll make it unique.
It will make it unique, but I'm going to probably not scrap it, but make it like the last one I'll use once I buy new green filament and reprint the thing later. Anyway, let's continue.
As he was drowning to save himself. And you get pulled away from the war to listen to this fucking trial. This book has so little respect for the time of the reader. There is unironically like 3 pages of Space Marine introductions in chapter 7 of 17 of the book, only for 4 of those Marines to be one-shotted by a single cannon strike from a prototype X-120 suit. This book is utter dog shit in every way conceivable. I have read a similar book with a similar premise called Rin's World, and it was unironically one of the best 40k books out of all. So my distaste of this one is purely on the shitty writing and boring narrative presented by Phil Kelly. That, by the way, retconned the end of the Dal'yth invasion, and especially the final attack on the capital. So, this book was shit to read, long as fuck, uninteresting, boring, and worst of all, not lore compliant.
Brutal.
Oh god.
Unironically though, read Rin's World. It's a good book.
I still need to download Audible for work.
Pensavo di aver toccato il fondo dovendo leggere Trial of the Mantis Warriors di C.S. Goto per la guerra di Badab, ma qui siamo veramente in una palude di merda fatta libro. Come cazzo è possibile che ho letto la Lord of Evil Custodes, la merda di C.S. Goto, lo schifo di Gav Thorpe per fare dei video, e Phil Kelly è il peggio che sono riuscito a trovare. Avrebbero dovuto assumere l'australiano a scrivere questa merda di libro. Sono sicuro che avrebbe fatto un lavoro migliore. Sono tentato di comprarmi il libro fisico per una volta. Almeno sarà utilizzato nella maniera più adeguata possibile. Come carta igienica quando vado in bagno ed ho bisogno di pulirmi il culo.
God damn it,
So yeah, Italian moment aside, this book is shit. Period.
To be honest, I don't like the T'au much, but at least they acted with honor and fought until the end as they could to defend one of their planets. That much I can respect.
That
The funny thing is that the first ethereal kill ever scored by the Imperium was on Dal'yth, and wasn't made by a space marine, strangely.
By whom then?
By a rattling sniper called Magog. During the advance on Gelbrin City, Magog and his squad were forging ahead of the main army when they spotted a column of T'au grav tanks. The column stopped and the aliens dismounted as Magog observed them. One of them was dressed...
Can I be honest? The detail on his feet are terrifying to me, and I didn't really want to see that.
These are hobbits.
They're supposed to be hobbits, yeah.
I don't care. Excuse me. I don't care.
I gotta be honest, when I started learning 40k, when they said rattling, so I'm like, oh, Scave is existing 40k, that's lovely. And then it's like, oh no, there's hobbits.
Yeah.
Oh, you silly Swede.
In long flowing robes. The rattling guessed he was an individual of importance, and with a single shot blew his head off.
So a T'au Ethereal got killed by the equivalent of a 40k Hobbit sniper?
Exactly.
My honest reaction to this information.
Oh, that's good.
Brazil
taxi.
Oh no, not
Brazilian
again.
tax.
Theo, run, you fool! Oh no, what's happening?
Oh, that was
The
fantastic.
Pio lore.
The Pio
No,
lore.
I don't hate the Blades of Damocles book as much as fucking Danny does. In fact, I don't even hate it, but yeah, I can see his points.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I have the meme that Shadow finally wanted me to post.
Okay.
No.
Tell me when you post it.
I already did. I just did.
Oh, is it the video there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a great meme.
How am I?
What the frick is
Let's
this?
see, it's great.
Okay, I gotta download it. And I gotta open it up
No, it's credit card info. No, I'm kidding.
in my.
Don't forget more about those 3 digits on the back of the card.
Yeah.
Give it a moment.
My
It's
God.
my player's
No, I pretty
taking a
much
hot
did.
minute. VLC takes a hot minute to boot up sometimes. I don't know why. Let me change this. Change screen. VLC. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Alrighty. Here you go, chat. I might get claimed for this music, by the way. Just letting you know that this segment right here might sound weird in post because of that.
We'll put some more appropriate music over it.
Yeah, here, I'm just gonna... How do I...
The space means piss on your hope.
God damn it.
Oh, that's a little loud. My apologies.
Strategic Imperial victory. You're damn right.
Oh goodness, that was great. That was great.
You know, if they really don't have anything to do with the T'au, you know what they could do with the T'au, actually?
Huh?
What?
Have any of y'all ever watched the anime Overlord?
Yes.
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 Sort of.
So the fun part of Overlord is the humans in it are supposed to tell you how like a normal world would react to these overpowered bullshit going on. You just need stories about the T'au having to like react to what's going on in the galaxy, basically. Like, holy shit. Like, is this really like everything that's around us? Like, Jesus Christ.
What's that? Undead robots? Monsters from parallel dimensions? What?
Demons are real?
God exists? And he's
Yeah.
upset at us?
The humans have city-sized robots?
I don't know what's happening anymore.
That does sound kind of funny.
Their literal dad is older than all of our race combined? Shit.
They should, like, one thing they do have in a lot of books is kind of like, yes, they have T'au, like, falling into the most easiest of, like, pitfall traps instead, with a lot of factions. For instance, one of them is with the Dark Eldar, the famous one, where they see the spiky Eldari come up to them and say, yes, friend, wish to partake in our greater good?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And the Drakari is like holding one hand behind her back and say, yes.
Yes, we can.
I
It's
would
like-
love some of this.
And Ben is like, yeah, we will help you against this incoming threat. And,
it was a
Yummy.
I think it was
Chat,
a
it was the
Tyranid
easiest way to illustrate my point, and you all know it.
It is gonna. They just react like we're gonna die, aren't we? Yeah.
It was a Tyranid splinter fleet, and I think the Drukari were like, "Hey, yo, we can be friendly. We can be friends, you know.
Yeah.
How about you give us like 20 diplomats, and we'll introduce them to our culture and stuff." And the Tower like, "That's a great idea. Let's
Yeah, well,
be friends."
And here's
And
the
then-
bullshit. They didn't lie.
And they
They
took
didn't lie.
they took the diplomats and they showed them their culture. And then, oh no, the Tyranids invaded. But don't worry, the Dark Eldar friends are here to help. Hey, what are these weird like flesh creations you have? Those are like weird. It's like, oh, those are just called racks. Those are just one of our, those are criminals or whatever. They make up an excuse for it. And they're like, why are they
Those
blue?
diplomats.
Yeah.
Well, they do eventually, but the Tower like, why are they blue? Like, oh, well, they were actually your diplomats, but we had to show them our culture firsthand.
Yeah, but here's the thing: they were they were like flesh shaped into crons, or not?
They were like racks essentially.
Oh, okay.
And then like the T'au go to fight the Dark Eldar to get back at them, and they just run away going nee. Oh, by the way, the planet you were defending, well, you guys were busy fighting us. We swooped in and stole the population. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gabby. Thank you, Gabby, for that.
They stole your wallet and they stole all the hidden meth you had.
Yeah, they stole your wallet and your kid essentially.
Here's the thing.
Gabby sent me.
Did you notice that new kid on the block with the glasses up and everything else?
Gabby sent me that.
Oh god.
You began returning fire and calm.
That's pretty good.
Jesus.
Apparently, this is a meme. Oh my gosh, Gabby, yes!
Why did he do
Yes! Mizu, this is for you.
Oh yeah, Gabby.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is so good. I'm stealing this.
It's all for you.
I'm stealing this so hard.
you do what I want.
I'm spreading this everywhere. I'll have everyone start using it.
No, wait. May as well
Send this to Arch. Oh yeah, Gabby sent me those already. Apparently they have been distributed in the server.
Oh god.
The Yips have finally
Gabby's
discovered
so
the T'au Yips.
How ironic that the one, the female, looks like a Y on her forehead as the chromosome.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Oh fuck, that's funny.
And then in the next image, you should be her like pelvis kicked in by.
Yeah, just like over in
steel chair.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. All right, so here is what I've learned. The T'au are a bunch of pussies. They're also a bunch of communists, and they expect that you will just obey them because they feel like they deserve it.
It's not that they are pussies. Like, here's the thing. They are kind of... here's the thing. Every single other faction in, like, 40k, all of them are, like, beyond, like, 10 millennia old. But they, like, T'au are bad, like, a quarter. And, like, here's the thing. Like, when it comes to spacefaring and stuff. So, here's the thing. A lot of other factions have genetic memory of fierce xenophobia.
Yeah.
The T'au doesn't have it yet. They are the new kid on the block. They are a transfer student.
And they're
basically just come in.
They're the American that came to Japan for that one summer, and they're learning how life is.
Yeah.
Yes, they play by a different ball game, and they believe that like we can enlighten the rest of the these Xenos races to work for us, and they have done so with other different races because they have a lot. Like if you ever played Halo games, a lot of people compare them a lot to the Covenant from Halo.
I already made the comparison.
Yeah, we made this comparison. Yeah.
Oh, you already did. Oh yeah, because it's a very accurate one.
Oh yeah, because they have they have the Vespits, they have the Pancake Bears.
And instead of just going for and instead of saying like, what's the Covenant always say? They say the great journey on what do they say?
The greater good. It's their weird. It's the non-religion that the Ethereal. So the Ethereals kind of control.
Oh, I meant they Covenant.
Here, chat. You can watch my 3D printer while it's working.
While
we talk. Really quickly, Internet Zen, I'll read your other one here in a moment. Internet Zen for 20 says, the Farside Enclaves have low-key started to act like that in the lore. Meanwhile, the T'au have started to warp travel. Without Geller fields, the survivors of the Event Horizon experience are really xenophobic now.
Okay, here's the thing about because that requires some more lore context. The T'au are not psychically active. Like, they technically have souls.
I can tell.
Yeah, but they're compared to humans, they barely have a soul. Legitimately, objectively. So when they tried testing warp travel, because they had human scientists with them, the human scientists went batshit, and all the T'au's are wondering what the fuck was happening.
Yeah.
Because they don't know what a Geller field is, because they don't know what the warp is, so they didn't make any.
They don't get affected. T'au could easily, if they actually did learn to travel, they could use it effectively because they don't have to worry about being seen.
Yeah, the demons basically can't see them because their souls are so tiny in the warp.
Oh, the demons, man.
but the human scientists were within them were completely visible, and so their ships were constantly being invaded by demons. And so the survivors of that specific expedition, upon returning, killed all of their Guevesa like human allies because they were like, you guys are a danger and a threat.
Yeah.
Because they kept attracting the demon.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, like I like how the 40k universe slowly is turning the T'au more xenophobic the more time progresses.
It is kind of funny.
I'm surprised I don't hate more people already.
Like the thing is, a lot of people say T'au are the generically like the good faction, and like there's a lot of T'au players I know like to call. Here's the thing: while we call them communists, they say no, they're actually more similar to Americans. I was like,
that's bullshit.
It's a bit copium in a way.
It's a mega.
Yeah, that is a mega cope.
But
I'm gonna be honest
see
with
certain
you.
points, but it's kind of like when they mention like they are like, because the T'au, they are efficient in what they do. The only issue is
they
that
learn fast. Like after like their first encounter with the Imperial, they made suits that could take down a Titan effectively.
yeah, like they are the more conventional
It wasn't mainly the suits,
fighting
it was the
force.
mantas, which are their big
essentially.
like bomber
Well, no,
ships.
but
But
that's what I mean. They literally made suits though after this
Yeah.
engagement.
yeah. And then the
fair.
Imperium was like,
And,
we'll just bring more Titans next time.
Well, fine.
And the thing is, the T'au has not learned, like, they've not like lived long enough to learn like the mistakes of the forefather or those who came before them, because they have a lot of AI still working with a lot of their technology as well.
Yeah, the AI thing is a
and they're
weird
willing
thing
to
that GW
cooperate.
can't keep straight either, because GW can't keep straight if the drones are AI or just like remotes or what the fuck they are, and it's kind of a big problem.
Yeah, like I think a lot of it is they are.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, and it also comes to, because I do hear a lot of people make the argument of, like, AI is not inherently a bad thing within the 40k universe. It's basically because a lot of other factions are using it, and one real thing they point to is like T'au is often use it, and even some Eldars are using it quite often. But it's kind of what GW don't wanna. They kind of flip-flop around it, and every author have their own interpretation of things.
That's what I'm talking about. Like it's AI or it's not AI, and GW can't keep it straight, and it's kind of an important differential, because if it is AI, that's kind of a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
Because AI, every time AI has been created, it immediately turns on, like, it's mainly the big example is humanity.
Well,
because it realizes that humanity powers chaos, and chaos is an ultimate threat.
But
So if
wouldn't
we
that
kill
make an
humanity,
argument for if it was AI for the T'au, because the AI see T'au as something that doesn't affect chaos very much.
yeah, but then it would be like Men of Iron aggressive towards everything, and it's not.
True.
So
But yeah.
like that's and this is even a worse problem with the fucking Votan, who unironically have like AI like
I honestly
dwarf
and
ancestors in
this-
their fucking
I kind of hate
ships.
the Votan.
Speaking of the Votans, wanna mention a Demiurge at all?
Shut up.
Because so essentially, what's it? Because the T'au have added a lot of things, and one of the old races that actually did add on was a race called the Demiurge, which is an offshoot of the quote-unquote Votans, or the squats back in the day. They just look a lot more bug-like, and all have like weird features on them, but they are essentially like the dwarfs, essentially, and what they used to be, or like the survivors of it. But now Votans exist, so I don't know what they are doing anymore. A lot of issue with
the Votan.
the issue with GW is kind of like they've already touched T'au for such a long time, or like they've touched it in like increments, and then the lore has like progressed so far. They have not really gotten time to establish them properly.
The most
in
recent
new
thing I
setting.
remember is that it turns out that most of the Sautek dynasties, like Tomb Worlds, are in or around T'au space, and they're starting to wake up.
Yeah.
So the best thing I can describe it is basically you have people who write for T'au. Meanwhile, the rest of the other writers for GW are writing over their space, so just taking up their spots, and the writer's like, "Hey, what the hell are you doing?" It's like, "Well, I'm gonna place my part here, 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 here." It's like, but
There's
that's
no
my spot.
unification.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this kind of bleeds into my sort of 3-point problem with T'au. Mainly is one, the aesthetic is just kind of off. Like it feels too clean and too sci-fi for 40k. Like even like the Eldar, which are essentially using like space magic technology, or even the Necrons, is a better example, who are like hyper advanced. They don't feel like off because they have their own theme. And the thing is, like the T'au don't really have a theme beyond big robot. there's nothing like you can see that and go, oh, that's kind of unique. It just looks kind of like a Gundam. And like the other problem, like Attari was kind of talking about, is that their lore has kind of stayed in the same place while the story has kind of moved on from them. And like there doesn't seem to be an easy way to fix it because the writers don't fucking talk to each other. And that's another issue that Chibi has. The writers barely communicate to each other.
And that's when you get what Pontius was angry about. It's basically the writers are just running over like coherent lore instead to make it function.
It's not like
because they keep writing stuff in the corners a bit
boring.
Well, it was all. Well, the main problem is that the Blades of Damocles retcons most of the existing T'au lore at the time. From the codexes and shit that was already kind of there.
Like, I need to ask.
Like the old 3rd and 4th edition codexes and some of the books before then, it kind of just like changes that shit. And then the third problem that T'au have is the tabletop issue, which is that T'au are just not fun to play on the tabletop. They're not fun to because the T'au are incredibly good at shooting and they're bad at melee, but they have a lot of ways to keep you away from melee. And so if you don't get them in melee, you're just kind of going to lose, unless you try and play objectives in a really weird way.
Like they see you and they might just say, "I don't want to play you," and walk away.
Yeah, it's a rough time for the T'au in general.
Oh my god.
So are they still fighting in the comments? So what?
No, not really.
They aren't, but here, I wanted to share this image that Tape made for me, and then I want to read some super chats here real quickly.
Yeah.
I want to catch up on super chats. Internet Zen for 20 says that Gula and non-T'au Xeno have accidentally created a goddess of the greater good in the warp. T'au are terrified of it because they have almost no souls, hence the non-T'au purging during the 4th Spear expansion.
Yeah, because they have no souls, they have absolutely no way to control it, in any way.
Fair. Internet Zen for 10 says, as much as T'au fans might think of Phil Kelly as Erebus, he is basically the main custodian of T'au lore. The entire divide between the Farsight Enclave's T'au Empire. He may be bad, but he is necessary.
Is it really necessary to have a bad lore writer though?
No, you could have a good lore writer though.
That's what I mean. Like he's not necessary. He just isn't. You just need a better one. It's like saying cancer is necessary. No, you don't.
No.
It's not.
It's just write better, idiot. The story is basically already written. You just don't have to deal with it.
The only good thing he gives, I guess, from that book is I get to see Numidor get promoted to captain of the 3rd, and fucking Sicario's boot to the chest.
Yeah.
That's one of the best parts.
To be fair, there's a little side story in that book, with a guard regiment that gets so pissed off with the chain of command because they keep saying the wrong fucking lasgun ammo. Like, we're out of ammo. No, we're not. We have all this. It's the wrong fucking kind! It doesn't work!
And they keep...
And then they take over, a T'au battle line by bayonet charging.
Yeah, because they don't have any fucking ammo left.
I don't have a choice. Fuck it. Don't care.
All right.
Might as well charge.
Let me finish up these here, and then we can talk for a little bit. Link from Zelda F8, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships earlier. I deeply appreciate that. Pyro Inferno, thank you for another 5, and then the next 5. T'au don't have navigators, though, so navigation is hard. Yeah, I imagine that navigating space is kind of difficult without a driver. And then Pyro again. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was gonna say Navigator is a specific type of psychic mutation.
Yeah, I know.
That it's what the Imperium uses to steer in the warp. T'au don't get that, so they can't really.
They
don't have a driver.
They can't drop through hell.
What they do is they basically do baby jumps into the warp where they barely go into it, but it's way slower than Imperium FTL is the drawback.
Right. And then Pyro again. The unironic good guys are the salamanders, just like the orcs are the only ones having fun.
Yes.
And then Josh with a J, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. I think I'm caught up on everything. Let me check on Kick as well. Yes, I am caught up on Kick. And Twitch. I am caught up on Twitch as well. Well, I think I've learned a lot tonight. They're basically the babies of the franchise. They also want to be mega communists, offering their Brock to all of the Imperium. Obviously, they're gonna say no because fuck broccoli. Nobody likes that shit.
No, here's the thing though. It's actually really tempting for human plants to want the stuff they offer because it's really shiny and nice.
Yeah.
It's genuinely, it is good products to have. I want it, but Legal. It's crack. It's alien crack.
They come in with Apple products, and that
come in Apple products, but for like Microsoft prices.
Oh,
So everyone's like, ooh.
But they
funny.
don't really offer any. Here's the thing: they kind of try to pretend like chaos doesn't exist a lot of times. So a lot of it is they are very like ignorant of the rest of the galaxy's like major like players or flaws that are about to happen.
Well, like I mentioned, like they unironically kind of believed that demons were just a type of weird alien in the beginning.
Yeah.
But to be fair, Sid, that was also the Imperium at 30k. So.
Well, yeah, but the Imperium at least had an excuse, like, and realized it very quickly that it wasn't that.
No, to be fair, I wouldn't even say quickly because they were kept like supposedly.
Well, when they actually realized demons were a thing, they were like, "Oh, wait a minute!" Like after the heresy, it was kind of be like, "Okay, so they're not aliens."
During the heresy, they were all very confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the T'au have had more time than heresy time to kind of get their heads out their ass.
Do I have to remind you about Samus again? There, Sid. Samus is waiting for you in the corner of your eye. Samus.
Well,
to be fair, I don't get disturbed easy by books. That is somehow very disturbing, though, and
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, no, but the T'au kind of don't have an excuse anymore for being as naive as they are, and that's why Farsight enclaves are based, because they're just being racist to everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, the issue is like with the whole. I feel like they just need literally more establishing like the whole faction more so.
Yeah,
Especially they need to look away from the Farsight kind of thing, because the Farsight is kind of like the only part of it's kind of like the most sensible part to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the issue is that's all they kind of have, like the main focal point of the entire T'au, or is the Shadow Sun. But the issue is they need to like focus more into it, I think. Unironically, they need more W's.
Also,
well, yeah, the problem is they can't. They gotta get books approved.
You know, like how we made like the comparison to the T'au and like Covenant from Halo. You know, did you know that the T'au have a quote-unquote Halo-esque shooter?
Which one? Oh, like a Halo ship?
No,
like a video game.
It's a FPS that was described as a Halo killer.
Oh, they have a game. Okay.
What was it called again?
It's
Fire Warrior.
It's literally called.
Oh yeah, it's called Fire Warrior. Yeah, and nobody plays it because nobody knows it fucking exists.
It was bad.
Well, that's the other part. Yeah, it's also just a bad fucking game.
And you're expected to believe that a single T'au Fire Warrior will totally, trust me, bro, 1v1 a Space Marine.
They did it for the greater good. What do you mean? It was completely real.
It's good as my bootless
It's an
throw.
old video.
Shut
I'm gonna
up.
post it in chat. You don't have to like put on screen, but it is a good video describing the game because it's just a good video.
It's just not a good.
No, it's a good video, but the game.
No, it's not say it's not a good game.
It's not a good game. It's terrible. It's a good video though about the game.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the first 5 minutes of it. First 5 seconds.
I thought this shit was fake at first. Like, oh.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I got like Tempix typing in the chat saying, I forgot timer.
No, it's VR. It is not VR. This game is from 2005!
Okay. So I was expecting this to have way more purple in it than than it has because of how little green I had left, but it ended up only being like the very tippy top of it. So I'm actually really happy about that.
But anything else you want to know about the cowfish people?
So what are they doing right now in current day?
Objective currently is surviving.
Yep.
Objectively, they have essentially every other faction they got like during 10th edition. It was for no folk. It was kind of like the beginning of 10th edition. It was kind of like just them trying to, as I mentioned, just surviving essentially, because they just a lot of the book types that were mentioned in books, they kind of retreat, but they are able to succeed at retreat. That's essentially what happens a lot.
So they're pretty good at running away.
Yes.
Well,
so they're kind of like French people then too.
Well,
unfortunately.
Yes, but the only problem is the T'au aren't given the luxury of surrender.
I like also in the Carapace Kane book, you literally have a T'au embassy that he has a babysit, and he just peeks out a fucking ship saying, "Hey, is it safe to go out then?" And then the servitors that's on the space station just aims guns at the gunship.
Oh,
immediately.
Wait, are you talking about like the time, like when they were on a space station and then shit went sideways because they tried to use the Imperial ship as a bomb? Those pricks.
Also,
Yeah, the T'au diplomats tried to do a deception. Gasp! Color me shocked.
Also, oh god. It was, I think T'au's are kind of like almost like they almost are comedic relief. And these are like the early
That sucks.
low introduction.
For them, it does.
Like, it's kind of like what they are doing diplomatic with it, and then characters can say this would not serve the greater good, and then they're like slap at him. It's like, oh, you said the word. Well, we'll trust you now. It's like you fucking
great.
troglodytes.
It's funny how quickly they'll like turn on a heel if you say yes, this doesn't serve the greater good. Oh shit, maybe he is.
They're so baby-like and naive that it's part of the other reason why they're so off-putting, because like every other race has been around long enough that they know that this is retarded, and the T'au have had enough experience to also know this is retarded, but they keep doing it.
They cannot roll scrutiny to save their life.
It's so bad.
That is funny though.
Like he mentions, the first Ethereal was killed by a rattling sniper. I remember the scene like pretty well. Like the T'au Ethereal is like getting out of a transport to like talk with like a commander in the open, like, and the rattlings are specifically watching for flanking like tank columns. And he just sees a fancy looking alien in robes and is like, that's probably a commander. I'm gonna shoot him in the throat. And the T'au, like, they blow his head off, and the T'au around it like panic. They freak the fuck out. Like, what could have possibly? It's like, well, no shit. Your commander jumped out in the middle of a battlefield and got shot.
Right.
Like, what do you
expect is going to happen?
Like, I don't know what you're expecting here. You might as well say, fuck it, shoot him.
Oh, wow,
like he's dressed
It's like
in his
tabletop,
fancy
you know.
robes.
You put your big soldier on the field. He's gonna get one shot in the first.
Like you put the giant fancy robed Xenos like in the middle of the open in a active battle zone. Like, this isn't a command center. This is the fucking battlefield, idiot. What are you doing?
I love how it's by complete accident too. It was just a whim. Like, he looks fancy. Fuck it.
All right.
Yeah, literally, like he wasn't planning on. He wasn't out there to hunt the Ethereal. Him and his other rattling boys were watching for like flanking tank ambushes as like a sort of early warning system, and he just happened to just see him and shot his head.
Okay.
So I think we're gonna wind down. I do appreciate it. If I didn't have church tomorrow, we could probably go longer. I know Mizu also has work tomorrow as well, so I want to respect that as well. But before we end off, I do want to read these last two super chats, and again, give a big thank you to my cast as always, Sid, Attari, and tonight Eclipse for being our educators, and Mizu, of course, jumping along to enjoy this journey with us. So here's
constantly derail everything.
Yes, but that's okay. Listen, these streams are fun. All right.
We thank you for your contributions.
Listen, it's fantastic. I would say that it's probably way better than what's that guy's name that gets the 40k lore wrong all the time?
Major Kill.
That doesn't narrow it down at all. But
The guy that showed up with all the VTubers that
Bricky.
Yeah, Bricky. Listen, I would say these are probably better than whatever the fuck Bricky does. So it's fine.
Well, that's because I'm not Bricky and I'm not Californian.
That's
so.
fair.
And I don't like to pander to bullshit, so
That's
whatever.
fair. That's fair. But yeah, I do
like copy VTubers.
I do appreciate you taking the time. It is very much appreciated. And before people send more super chats, let me read through these and then we'll jump off here. Internet Zen for 5 says, "Oh, let's not get into the fact that the T'au leader of Anva is extra super dead and was replaced by T'au AI. They uploaded his brain to a computer. So it's like Portal." Internet Zen Master again for 5 says, "Right now the T'au are praying that the Rabute Gilliman doesn't notice that they're right on the doorstep of his 500 worlds." Yeah, that probably isn't a good idea. And then Pyro Inferno, Distraction, Car Knife, Ethereal. I don't get it.
Distraction Carnifex is a tabletop joke. It's a Tyranid unit. You buff it up with a bunch of dumb shit and enhancements, and you just kind of throw it at the line.
Okay.
And your enemy either deals with it or they get their ass chewed out. And the reason it's great is because it's cheap as shit. It was a lot better in it was way better in 9th edition. It's not as much of a thing now, but now it's Distraction Ethereal.
You woke up and shows violence and problems for always.
I get you. All right, chat. Well, I'm sending you to a couple different places. If you're on Kick, you're going to go see Leaflet. If you're on Twitch, I'm sending you to my buddy Bonnie. And if you're on YouTube, I'm sending you over to Cinevere. I will be back tomorrow. We are going to be covering the Karl Jobst lawsuit with Ava. She has agreed to come on, and we will be going through the entirety of the 26-page lawsuit, as well as multiple pages of all of the Ebidance, the pictorial Ebidance that he decided to use. And I heard that there was a Xeroxed photo of Donald Trump that he decided to use in his filing, so that should be pretty fun indeed. In addition to that, I'll if I've got time, I'll take a poke in and give my thoughts and opinions on the Sykkuno drama. I mean, Mizu did a pretty good stream on it, and in my personal opinion, you should just go watch Mizu's stream because Mizu did a pretty good job ripping into it. But I will give my thoughts and opinions on it tomorrow, as well as maybe, if I've got time, my thoughts and opinions on the gay-ass drama that is the quartering flagging down the Aquino casino, allegedly. And I say that because he is not coughed up to it, so.
Allegedly shit.
Do you guys have anything you want to say before I leave us off?
Don't play the T'au. They're gay.
No, play the T'au. Play the T'au is fine. Just read the books. Don't be most T'au players. Read the books.
Read the books. Understand the lore. Understand your greater good before you preach it.
Yeah.
You pricks.
And marker light your fucking units, I swear to God, if you don't use your shit.
Brutal. Brutal.
Chat, start trusting
strangers.
Start trusting VTuber women about the opposite direction of how much the T'au trust other people.
Exactly.
Yeah. Remember,
exactly.
VTuber women.
The T'au understands so much about trust. They totally trust these people. It's fine.
These VTuber women are totally into you, chat.
They're totally into the greater good.
Exactly.
You are the greater good.
And Powder was right about Sykkuno.
What a shot.
Remember, you should cry for more books, because if we rather talk about VTuber drama than an actual T'au army.
Yeah, we spent most of the stream talking about Star Wars lore, and that was way more fun.
Actually, no, we didn't. It was only like a 10th of it. But anyway, you guys have a fantastic night. We'll see you guys all later.